Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Fallout Cold Front, the Fallout 2D20 campaign we run Saturday evenings at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Last episode, a meeting took place. A bit of a negotiation / trap with the mob, who you guys are working with, and Gnosis, who you guys are related to. Well, I guess all of you are... You've been dealing with them, but of course their leader is Pete. Who is Jerry's brother. And Pete was just kidnapped, ? It's a little unsure what happened. Meeting was going down. Minos was being loud. An explosion happened. And a snowcat drove by. Picked up Pete / Radamanthus along with a power armor-clad figure who got onto the snowcat and it drove away. A couple of you guys on exterior perimeter guard shot at it, but it ultimately got away and was revealed to be at least in some association with the Enclave and Julian's mom, who was the power armor figure. We're going to resume with those of you that are still in the Carousel Club. First things first, and I will not tell you what this is. But I'm going to need you all to make an endurance check of a difficulty. Oh, that was the. I just rolled the damage location die. Difficulty of 3.
Endurance survival?
Well, I don't even need to roll this, but I'll roll it. Yep, nothing.
You can do it.
It's tagged or whatever.
It is tagged.
You know what? I'm gonna use a luck point. 3 successes.
That'll cut it. That will cut it. All right. Now I have to roll for a couple other people.
Maybe Minus is just gonna fall down dead. That could be fun.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
You can shoot a dead person.
That's not fun.
Yeah, but it is satisfying.
Okay. All right. So, I have not forgotten about the check that you made on Minos and his
Shenanigans.
yeah, that's a great word for it. I was going to say
Chicanery.
filibustering.
Chicanerous.
Yes.
And deceitful.
Chicanery.
There is some chicanery going on here. Anyways, we are going to resume in the moment of that explosion. You all hear some kind of detonation from the room that Pete and Polignani were in. You two, go ahead and make a quick perception check. Perception plus survival. This is not affecting the initiative roll. This is just what's going on.
2.
2?
Whoa.
Also 2.
2. Okay. Okay. Both of you are looking directly at Minos. And you can immediately see whatever just happened, he was not aware of it. He is completely surprised. He's just looking directly at the office. He has no idea what just happened. A few, perhaps just a single second after that explosion rings out, this is what you necessarily didn't see, but Al has already rushed back to the table with a laser RCW, laser Tommy gun essentially, and he's just gonna start shooting immediately.
So anyway, I shorted story.
Now I want you all to roll initiative. I will take into account that initial check.
Okay.
Agility survival? Or
Yes.
just- okay.
Yeah, I think I want to reroll Okay, that's much better. Jody, survival.
Two.
It's gonna be
2 successes?
3.
3? Okay, yeah, you're acting even before Al can act. It's pretty impressive. So let me go ahead and write these down. You had 2, Jerry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Frankie. And then.
Maybe you can kill him right before he would have dropped dead. That would be satisfying.
Okay. Wow, Jerry's gonna go second. All right.
Nice.
Frankie, what are you doing? Keep in mind the battle map that I drew last week. Essentially, on the other side of the table, there is Minos, there is Sarpedon, and there are 2 other Gnosis goons that I have referred to in my notes as Noons with GN. There you go. Gnosis goons.
They got their own branding and everything. Okay.
Gnosis.
That was like a day
Noons.
thing.
Spelled GN.
Yeah, that's it.
All
There,
right.
that's
The
what I got.
Noons.
Noon 1 and 2.
The noons and then like the dawns.
Can I position myself between Jerry and Minos first of all?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That'll take your minor
you do
action.
care.
To move.
Isn't- move?
Isn't a dawn a
Ooh.
mob?
It's just
Mm.
Jerry stepping for
That I actually.
Because then noon and dawn would.
Can
work
someone else confirm
really
that?
well,
Is
actually.
movement a minor action? I know dashing is a major action.
I think it could be either.
I understand
I-
it could be either. I'm just wondering if it has to be.
No,
a
I
minor
mean,
action.
I think the rules say you can do it as a minor
But a
action
great
or a
joke to
major
use, and
action
neither
or
of you are
both.
handsome.
Well,
so I can't
I'm
get
wondering
it.
is it a third thing? Is
No.
it like major, minor,
It's
and
not.
movement? Okay.
So
Yeah.
I would have to use my minor action.
No,
Because
I
if
mean,
you
it would
move
be so
somewhere,
easy
you
to be
can't
like,
then
Frankie,
aim and
dashing
then
is a
shoot.
passive action.
Yeah.
Like if you want to aim and then shoot, you have
Neither
to
of them
not
are.
move
Yeah.
or buy something.
Right, that makes sense.
Okay.
Because then everyone would use the aim
men folk in
action.
our party
Yeah,
are
minor action. Yeah.
ugliest sin.
Then I will not
In real life, or in the
move.
game. In the game.
Okay.
I will aim it. I will aim at Minos.
Okay. You draw your 10
Is
millimeter.
he sitting down?
He, amidst this whole chicanery, is now standing up.
Okay.
He doesn't have a weapon drawn yet, though. So, what are you doing?
Can I hold an attack?
Yes, for what?
Like what to trigger it?
Mhm.
If Minos does anything.
Minos
Okay.
breathes. No, not on my watch.
All right.
If he moves, if he draws a gun, if he goes to grab some chems, shoot.
Okay.
I will say shoot with an asterisk because there's more steps to that.
Yes. Wait, what do you mean?
I'll be using action points
Like
to
is-
get more damage and
Like, is it
Oh, okay. I
and,
gotcha.
and aiming. So it's
All right.
it's a multi-step process.
You
Okay.
It's the
can't
fitness
aim,
Pacer
though.
test.
You can only, because you already moved. Oh, you didn't
He has
move.
them.
Oh, yeah.
I did not move.
Can you hold both a major and a minor action, though?
Well, he's
That's
using
the
the
question.
minor action to aim, and I
Oh,
don't know,
wait.
it makes sense to me.
Major action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
then
works.
holding the
Yeah,
major
okay.
action.
I buy that. Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna aim at Minos.
Jerry, what are you doing?
I am going to try to untie myself. Can I argue perception instead of agility, since he's trying to feel the knot and feel where he's supposed to pull to remove the knot?
No. I actually planned this in advance. You can use strength plus unarmed or agility plus sneak. This is kind of like a sleight of
Okay.
hand check.
Good argument, though.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Hustle.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I do. Please make arguments like that. I will cave sometimes.
Okay, and is
Difficulty is 2. We said
is it
this last
cumulative or just single check?
time. I will allow it to be cumulative, but you can't make more than 2 checks per turn.
Okay. So,
I think that keeps things interesting.
okay, so that is.
That doesn't look bad.
I know it's at least 2. I want to
Is
check
that a
see if it's
1?
3. So
That's a good thing.
Starting off
strength and
strong.
We could
just
use
2.
an action point.
2 is the difficulty.
Who rips the bonds in there?
You did it.
Yeah,
Great.
you did see how Al tied this knot earlier, and you are now free. I will still allow you a minor action left if you want to move anywhere.
Okay. Can I move and inject myself with a stim pack? Or is
Nope.
that nope.
Take
okay.
chem as a minor action.
Okay. Is there any cover nearby that I can hide behind?
Yes. There are a couple tables that you could hide behind.
All right, I'm gonna just run to hide behind a table.
Okay.
Also, the
Uh,
bar, correct?
There is the bar. The bar.
Wait, is
The bar-
Candy okay?
Oh no, he's at Palmer House. This
Oh,
is
you're
this
right.
is the
Other
Carousel
bar.
Club.
Other bar.
Okay.
The bar
That's
would be
been the
2
confusing
combat
thing.
die worth of cover.
Him
The
specifically.
tables that are closer are worth 1, and I would say you can't get to the bar this turn. It's a little far away.
Okay, I'll just go to the table. Do I have to use? Am I allowed to pull out a weapon as I move, or do I have to wait until
yeah.
next turn?
Yeah, you can pull
Okay.
out a weapon if you
He's
want.
pulling out a knife.
Okay.
What have
You are
got
afforded
there? A knife.
No!
No.
0 cover. Sorry.
Oh,
I rolled my
okay.
die. And I got nothing.
His
Still worth
guy
a shot though.
doesn't like
It is just wood.
The
guy
table.
doesn't
It
like
is heavy duty wood. I'll say the bar is 3 combat
At
die.
the
in this
at the
one,
very
too.
at the very least, am I not visible enough for people to be a priority target for people this round?
But people really think
I
that
think
you would
hiding
die
is
really
another
easy.
Okay.
thing altogether.
Okay.
Right now, Minos is trying to determine what's going on right now, and you freeing your bonds. You were set kind of in the, hey, look at this guy position.
Yeah.
You were in
Okay.
fact the leverage.
See, and you're
I'm
also
just
like, if
hoping the
they're
guys-
targeting the weak.
I'm just hoping the guys with guns get shot at first, so I have time to
That's
use a
fair.
stim pack before I die
Sure.
instantly, because I have
Yeah.
less than half my health.
Yeah, I feel that.
All right.
I don't have fun.
4 out of 19.
Oh.
I have stim
You do
pack.
get 1
Because my
point of
mom
physical and
stopped
energy
you.
resistance from hiding behind this table.
Okay.
And I'm like, respect. I
Next
understand.
would be
Much more
Al.
fun with that. No hard feelings.
As discussed in the plan,
Actually, would you
this
talk
is
me?
not a negotiation anymore. This is just a turkey shoot. He's going to start shooting.
Didn't hit that hard.
He just
I
says,
would maybe have stayed.
"Let him have it." And he starts shooting. Oh.
Let them have it, boys.
Yep. That is 4 successes.
So it's
Oh,
a
no, has
12
two
v
sets
12,
more
right?
armor. This was
It is.
Well, 11 v
Uh,
11.
I won.
Yes.
That's a power.
You got
Me
it.
too.
Yep.
It's kind of cool.
Because Polignani
I wonder
and
if she might send me out
and Pete
to
are
read off
indisposed.
a book.
As far as you know, that's the interesting thing about how quickly this went.
Mhm.
Is no one has checked on the room yet. No
Mhm.
one. It's just
No one's
immediately.
been able to, yeah.
Just really
Yep.
hoping that I can either buy or convince my way to getting.
All right.
just the ones
Actually,
ones.
go ahead and roll.
Just
This
be
is
better
not an
at
action or
legs than
anything.
greater armor.
Well, my family is the
Frankie,
first
go
one.
ahead and roll a perception or a
Maybe
charisma.
losing my way to the brother. No.
Per-
they wouldn't like it.
Sorry, perception speech check.
Losing my way to the
Perception
usually
speech,
get
okay.
harm.
Okay.
Maybe.
2 successes. It's a crit.
Okay.
Just play it like they get offended
Given
by
that
those-
Polignani's bodyguard is
Cannot
leaning
find
on,
its existence.
let's just shoot him and not. Is it? Is the boss okay? It's a little suspicious. It kind of indicates that he knew this was going to happen.
Displacer
Who did?
glove? Or traitor?
Who did this?
What's
Who
his
knew?
name? Al.
The bounty hunter.
Ow.
Ow.
The fact that he has reacted so quickly, as soon as boom, explosion happens, he has a Tommy gun, he starts shooting.
Hmm.
Never trusted Al.
All right.
If you name a Tommy gun Jenny, does that work? Or are you not allowed?
Okay.
Because they already have a gun. I'm asking the logistics of, is it Tommy the name of every Tommy gun or no?
No, it's a Thompson submachine gun.
Okay.
Tommy's just the nickname. So you could theoretically, you could call it a Johnny. if you want.
Anyway.
Chicago typewriters.
There you go.
Get your semantics correct.
That too. Or a
Can
Trench
you use-
Annihilator if you're old school.
Can you write in Chicago style on them?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You could.
Where do you think the term leading came from?
All right. Ow. Got 4 successes. He is going to shoot the noons in the background. That's what he's going for.
You gotta say it with the G. You gotta say the gnoons.
Ganoons? All right, I'll say
I think
Ganoons.
that's funnier.
Yeah.
It's Gnu.
You could make it where all the mob people are like the Nunes, because in Italian.
Wait, the meeting was at noon, correct?
Like the
Yeah.
witnesses.
It is
And
high
the noses is
Gnoon.
like the Gnoons, and so it's the Nunes from the one side and the Gnoons from the other
So
side.
it's clearly either gnosis or gnosis.
And anyone who's not affiliated just says
Gnocchi.
noon, and they're like, no,
Gnu.
say it with the G, and they're like, We're all like, I don't know how to say it with the G.
Gnosis.
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 Like gnocchi.
I was watching something today. It was like a playthrough of a DLC for Stray Gods, which is where you
They have
play
DLC for that already?
Yeah, so you play as Orpheus.
Wild.
Yes. So
Have you ever watched Hades Town?
Oof.
no, I haven't. I want to.
It's so good.
So that
Oh,
is
the people playing it
6
suggested
damage
that Orpheus
on
basically comes
2
back
of
to
them
life
because it is a burst
he'd been
weapon.
given permission by
He has 5
to
combat die
leave.
plus burst and vicious on
That's
his
like
gun.
a long time
So
ago.
he is
And
just
it
shooting
still
both of
is
the.
around 'cause Hades can't-
Yeah, so yeah, he
you know,
is
take it back because
letting them
he's
have
dead.
it. So.
So anyway, he just leaves.
How are
He's
the
like,
fusion
"Oh,
rounds
yeah,
loaded
yeah."
into his gun?
That's-
Is it a drum of
That's the
fusion
premise
cells?
of what's happening?
Oh boy,
But anyway.
this is a good question.
So-
I.
What was I saying?
Or does he have a more standard bag
Something?
full of fusion cells? Or is it just one
it's
fusion
not-
cell
Sounds
that's...
rough.
It's. I believe it's one fusion cell. I use this weapon all the time in New Vegas.
People were suggesting that.
I just don't
he goes
remember
to Hades Town, because then
where you put it. I do
basically
believe it
you're
is just
watching
one
therapy.
thing that you put
Okay.
in the magazine. It is a reskinned Institute laser, just so that you know I'm not. I don't have time to homebrew weapons. I'm just reskinning them. Does have a special legendary effect on this one though. Those do exist.
I have one?
All right, so that is technically 4 points of damage
Order
on
five.
both the noons.
What?
I'll order 5.
I don't know what that means.
I'll order 5
Okay.
of them.
Oh yeah.
That
yeah,
is his
yeah.
action.
I would.
As people are being shot,
I have the money.
Minos is going to pull out a
Hey,
chem
Bash,
in
like you
C24, and that will trigger your action.
Get him.
It's not gonna work, Minus.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that attack.
Minus makes an unauthorized move,
Get him.
and he's gonna get dunked on for it.
I can re-roll both of these if I so choose.
Wow.
So choose.
Don't let the power go to your head.
Or do.
I'll leave that one there for now. Do I get to know the difficulty? It's
No.
combat. I'm gonna assume 2 is safe.
It is his
2.
defense, and he is not under cover. So it could be either a 1 or a 2.
It's 2 successes.
That will hit him.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll a hit location die?
No, that's
Brings me back to the good old
We're
days
aiming
of
straight at the
figure out what
torso.
Nathaniel's D&D
Okay.
enemy
Torso?
armor classes were.
Torso.
Yeah.
All right.
Be somewhere between a 14
Um,
and a 17.
You using your Pip-Boy for that?
No, I have
His aim
the... I have the...
Oh, center of mass!
Center mass. I can aim at it without increasing the difficulty.
Okay, yeah.
Rolled a 39.
Go ahead and roll damage
That
then.
hits. Well, I still don't know what his armor class is.
Yikes.
Oh, that's a lot of 4 and 5s.
That's a lot of dice, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's actually good at it.
5s are good.
5s are good.
Oh,
3s and 4s are what you don't want.
that was a 5.
Except the one lighter thing. I was like,
And it's the little
Have
kids
3
that
5s.
think-
Oh, we're doing math.
I'm like, oh,
5s are actually pretty good.
This is why the Pip-Boy does all the stuff. in the game.
5 effects, 4 damage.
9 damage.
Piercing 10, 9 damage.
Piercing 10?
Piercing 10.
Do you have piercing 2 on that?
No, we need
I had so the gun has piercing, and then I have the awareness feat. When
Yeah.
I aim, I get an additional
I didn't have
level of piercing at close range.
So it's piercing 3?
Piercing 2,
Okay.
Piercing 2.
So ignoring 10 points of armor, and how much
9 damage.
9 points of damage. Critical hit to the torso. So he is bleeding.
Ignoring 10 points of armor.
9. Okay.
Oh, did you have armor? I didn't notice. I just shot straight through it anyway.
Oh, did you have power armor? Oops.
Is it just
Do you
just
still have
mainly for
power
effect?
armor, or
One bullet or
that just
a
dissolved
couple?
as soon as I shot you?
That's
That's like cosmetic power armor,
I think
right?
it's 4. No,
like
6.
it didn't do anything. so
6
it's
shots?
It's 6 shots, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's half a
Frankie
dozen
just
rounds.
absolutely unloads on Minus. And
Nice.
if they have ballistic weave on their lab coats, you can't tell because every single one of them went straight through it. All right. So, as he's taking out that chem, he's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. He is still going to take it. It is C24, and nothing happens. He's going to spend an action point to take another minor action, to take a stim pack.
Oh, I love the panic in his eyes. Also, The fact that you said
Would he
it,
take bleed
that-
damage because it's his turn too?
It's the end of his turn.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
Yep. So he's
Well,
going to
but then
immediately
it's
take a stim pack, which does treat. He's going to take it on the torso, so he doesn't heal hit points, but you can in fact use stim packs and super stim packs to treat wounds. I read the item description and I had no idea you could do that, but yes, you can.
Cool.
So his torso wound is treated.
Oh, to treat wounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I actually
helpful.
did know that you could do that, but
That's
I don't think I've used a stim pack.
You might want to now.
I need to now.
You have 2 major injuries, right?
Do I?
There's
Yeah, I
one.
do. Do, don't I?
It's not great.
Both arms.
And he is going to
You're
use
gonna
his
come back with your
major
arms flopping
action
like noodles.
to take cover. He is going
What'd you
to
do to your arms?
dash
They're unrelated, right?
to essentially one of the same tables that like Jerry is hiding behind, but on the other side of the room.
Physically.
And
Mom is
to
very disordered.
You know, there's nature.
2
versus
additional
nurture.
physical
So we're talking
resistance
about
on him.
nature.
Temporarily.
How you
Oh,
perceive
more
generation
physical
of hormones
DR.
from your mom. Talking about nurture.
Oh,
She
no.
did break them both. in
He
half.
needs it.
It's not gonna help him.
So.
Did he recognize me?
When you said minus, yes. He's like, oh,
Especially since
good.
You didn't hit her at all.
Say my
Alright.
name.
All right.
This
He doesn't even know it.
I know.
Gosh dang
I
right.
don't
You're
know.
Frankenberg.
Frankenstein?
James.
No, that's the doctor? I don't know.
Jerry, we need to cook.
The show is just slowly turning into Breaking Bad.
The one individual who has kind of gone through this whole meeting rather quietly is Sarpedon, who is going to stand up rather quickly and rip a sleeve off of her lab coat, revealing she has a prosthetic arm with 2 holes in it, one at the wrist and one near the elbow.
It's
in
a
between
straw.
those 2 points is a chain.
Oh.
It's not a straw.
A grappling hook? Oh, it's a grappling hook.
Grappling hook.
Uh-oh.
It's a chainsaw.
It spins up.
Wait, her
Oh,
arm
no,
is a
it's a rip.
chainsaw?
Chainsaw.
It's
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man.
You said chain, and I was thinking
Buzzkill.
like
I thought,
a
yeah.
small rope chain.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, I thought
like
chainsaw,
like
but
a
you said
ripper.
chain. I was like, oh wait.
she has a ripper
I mean,
arm.
chainsaws,
Yeah.
the blade is actually a chain.
Given that you just unloaded on Minos,
That's fair.
she is going to charge you. Drawing a weapon is not an action, so she's going
Not
to
when it's
move
your
towards
arm.
you, and she is going to attack. Your defense is 2, correct? Okay.
Does she attack with
We
a
should,
punch or a slap?
we should like intro
Flash.
this series as like
She goes.
if you
Right,
wanted
for the
Breaking
chainsaw.
Bad to also be
Okay.
Chainsaw
So it's
Man.
like if you were trying to
Yeah.
elbow
Yeah, makes
someone, I
Breaking
guess.
Bad. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay. That is 2
Good
successes,
crossover,
Jones.
nice.
Which
Only gave it to you.
you should be glad no criticals there.
someone probably.
That's fine.
All right.
Texas Breaking
Mm.
Massacre.
It's bad.
Okay.
It's chainsaw bad.
Calm that down. You're wearing a hat.
Yes.
Does that hat have armor?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna go for your armor.
Where you have a bulletproof
fair.
hat.
She's gonna use a pit boy. Take from the boat. Okay, so that's. Where's the third? Oh, didn't roll it. Okay. So 2 effects. Sorry, I always have to tally my effects.
No
I
worries.
wonder if all the Pip Boys just have the same voice. And so we're all like traumatized because we're like, Pip, wait. Oh, no, never mind. It's just a Pip.
Do they have a voice?
No,
I don't think so.
not normally.
Pip is special.
That's this special boy.
He is a special boy.
I gave him a voice with which to speak to generations.
How's
I
John
gave
Denver?
him a
Hi,
tongue
everybody.
for him to have a tea party.
Okay. No
Knock,
piercing on
knock.
this one. That is going to be a total of. Okay. When you roll an effect and you have vicious, does that mean that?
Deals 2 damage as opposed to 1.
Okay, that is 9 points of damage total on your
Mm.
right arm.
It's a major
Never
wound.
met him.
Where is your gun drawn? She would have chosen the arm.
did no jam.
that
It's the right
is-
arm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
so you drop
Different
that.
reactions.
Oh, I dropped my gun?
That's what a major wound for the arm does.
Okay.
You drop whatever you have held.
Is it a minor action to pick it up?
Real.
Hmm?
It's a family reunion for real.
Oh yeah.
That's a good question. Yes, I believe so. That would make sense, or else the major wound wouldn't be
Pip, go
really
play
bad.
with the kids.
You could just be like, "Whoop, I have it back."
Good to know.
All right.
I forgot he was there.
That is her action. Oh, she wanted to. Yeah, I'm gonna make her a threat.
I want to see how each of our
She's gonna take a
characters
minor
react
action to take a
meeting
chem.
the president meeting.
Not
Because-
C24.
Because like some people would be like, actually, we don't follow our president. And I know Richie would just be
She
like,
takes some kind of drug that is in an inhaler.
something about that.
Either of you could roll a
Can-
chemistry intelligence science check to determine
Oh,
what
gosh.
she
I
just
know
took.
what that is.
Those are always.
Difficulty of 1, actually.
Success and complication.
She says
Gladys
one
is
success.
president?
No complications on perception
President
checks.
for 2024.
Both of you would recognize it. It's the chem that Jerry got earlier. Fury.
I don't need to.
Oh.
Run.
That's not good.
Enough of that debate.
She's going to do an extra 3
She's a
combat
melee
dice.
combatant too, so I get
Melee, she's going to do an extra 3
I didn't
combat
even
dice of
try
damage
to
every time
find
she
the
hits
debate.
you.
Everyone was like,
Yeah, it's
So-
harder to hit someone with it who's
Yeah,
meleeing you.
whisper.
Is that correct,
That's the
Spencer?
only
Not if you have a
reaction
close
I saw.
quarters
I was like,
weapon.
What happened?
Yep.
It was
Yes.
arguments about golf. Not even what you'd expect.
Oh, I hate it that you're right. Well, Margaret isn't one.
Huh?
Oh no, I was thinking in real life, our real names.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
Frank.
what Julian, but there is a Tabitha in the
Oh,
Bible.
that's right. There is
Yeah.
also a Chloe in either First or Second Corinthians mentioned briefly.
Oh,
so
okay.
technically
Yeah,
my
I
name's
think
in the Bible.
so.
Classic
yeah.
biblical figure, Jerry.
Jeremiah is his real name.
Ah,
Oh.
dang it! It is biblical.
I think the only Julian I know is King Julian from Penguins of Madagascar.
True.
That was
biblical
definitely the character
King
inspiration
Julian.
for this character.
All right, sorry, I'm just noting what.
My name is Jules, and
what
I
chem
like to
effects?
move it.
Oh, she
I
has to
like
roll an
to
addictivity
move
roll.
it. Take it away,
She's
Pip.
not addicted.
Oh, that's a shame.
Addictivity of 1. Okay.
Mort?
Now is Ganoon 1, who just has a 10 millimeter. He's gonna go for. Ow.
Make this the most unserious combat.
It's funnier.
That will hit.
Noel.
I'm okay if Al dies.
The Gnu.
Oh no.
Oh no, you
Ow.
dropped your laser Tommy gun? Oh no.
What am I gonna do with
Bummer.
that? I do want to see Frankie using a laser Tommy gun. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Well, if Al's the mole,
Use it on him.
we have to get him out of the picture first.
Let's kill him. Real quick.
I cannot
With his
do
Tommy.
that surrounded by other mobsters.
Yeah, you
Thank
We
you.
need, we need to
I
we
mean,
need to
good.
finish off Gnosis first, and then we can kill
Yeah.
Al.
Okay.
If he's the bad guy.
Buzzkill.
Oh, I gotta roll.
I said that
Yeah.
3 minutes ago.
He's wearing a hat too.
No, but
so
I wasn't saying it about
I believe
Sarpedon.
it matters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was saying it about him.
This Ganoon only has a 10 millimeter.
He's less
and
cool about
just
it, though, 'cause he
starts shooting
doesn't
out,
keep
and
off
it's
armor.
very clear. He's not even like
Chainsaw Man's
reacting.
pretty cool.
It's
This is average Tuesday for Al.
Armano gave him a pretty good,
To have a chainsaw.
pretty good high level of ballistic. Nothing for that. Next is the second Ganoon, who's gonna go for Frankie. This guy has a 44 Magnum. He's gonna take the aim action.
Does he yell anything as he attacks?
What's that?
Does he yell
No, I'm
anything as he
afraid.
attacks? Like, I'm a Ganoon, now you're gonna die.
No, it's
I'm a Gnu. Now you're going
everybody kind of just has a look of
You're
surprise on their
gunning to
faces. They're
die.
like, "What's happening?" Boom, 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 boom. It's kind of like very rapid Mexican standoff.
It's
So,
high Gnu.
that is 2 successes,
Okay.
6 and an 8.
It's like going, Ganoon.
I'm gonna
So-
go to Matt Mercer's house and say, can you please say it's high Gnu?
No Pit Boy on this one, so gonna hit a random location.
He'd say no.
It's probably still gonna hurt regardless.
I think he would indulge you. He's a nice
2
man.
damage,
Does not like when people ask him to say it's high noon.
and then
So I don't know that high Gnoon is far enough
3
away.
damage, 2 effects.
He might be intrigued.
3 damage.
He might be. That's why I would try it.
6 points of damage total
Like, is this chill? It's not the quote. It's just
to your torso.
similar.
Okay. Not a wound. We're
Don't
good.
die.
Okay.
Don't die, Frankie.
If Frankie died, we'd have to cry.
All right, Frankie, it is your turn
We'd
again.
get over it.
Yeah, well, we cry
Oh,
first.
wait, hold on. I forgot about the background fights. Another quick thing. For those of you outside the Carousel Club, I do understand that you all would hear gunfire and would probably intervene as quick as you can, but because this is occurring simultaneously to the Snowcat pursuit,
True.
here's what
Until
I'm going to say.
Snowcap's done, then
Yeah.
we would go.
Margie, you boarded the Snowcat and were driven
I'm
like,
a little ways.
a
I'm
ways out. You are unable to intervene in this fight.
I
That's
understand.
Not going to
You're
happen.
just
That's
running back
fully
with your
what I
arms
expected.
flopping by your
Bix,
side.
depending on how long
It's an
this fight
accident.
goes,
Never
you
do
can
it.
intervene in 5 turns. We're just now nearing the end of the first turn. Babs, you never moved from your spot.
Yeah, I was up on the roof. Or, was
It-
that a roof? Wherever I was
Not the
trying
roof,
to see
the
outside.
pier.
I was
So
trying to
you
shoot
can
Snowcat.
intervene at the end of the third round.
third round. Okay.
So we're just at the end of the first.
Okay. Just 2 more rounds I can hold.
Okay.
Cool.
Background fights. Obviously, to the sides there are 6 mobsters, 3 on each side, and 3 ganoons. So
How's Al looking? Was he hit by any of those bullets?
he was hit by them, but he's got ballistic weave. It
Oh.
was like 6 points of damage. So just a little bit. Oh wait. Hold on. That doesn't count. I'm rolling for NPCs, so you guys shouldn't care about this. All right.
I'm so
Bob,
invested.
Gnosis. Using a bit of a simplified
Wondering
system
how
here.
Colin Yanni's doing about now.
Wait,
Dying.
was the blue one the mob? Okay. Okay. Mob is blue. Mob victory. Seems like temporarily the mob has the upper hand.
It's not
Okay.
something that you can
All right.
predict. I
Now
assume.
back to Frankie.
But that doesn't mean that you don't think that it's gonna happen.
What are you doing, Frankie?
Well, I gotta start. I gotta pick up my pistol.
Minor action. Yep.
Minor action, pick it up.
It'll happen at 8.
Pick it up.
5.
Pick it up. Sorry, have you seen
Yeah.
Puss in Boots?
It's been so long, but I've already foreseen it.
She's not actually saying this. She's not saying anything. In fact, she's just smiling.
I'm gonna say.
That's fair.
She's quiet.
41.
Understandable.
She's like, I'm an introvert. I don't need a chalk. I have a chainsaw arm.
I'm gonna pick up my pistol and I'm gonna get real close to her. And I'm just gonna whisper. Al knows what's going on.
She pauses at this. And you don't.
Wait, was
I
that
will say
Sam?
one more. You can say one more thing, and then
Was that
no more
Sam?
free speech temporarily. I'm not going to pause combat for monologues.
Okay.
She was part of it. We knew it. And not
No.
just 'cause she voted for Frankie.
Okay.
But I knew it. I called her. I did not call out. I called.
Are you doing anything else?
So, yeah,
She did seem genuinely surprised by what you said.
I could have seen that.
I'm gonna pick up my pistol. And I'm going to run to the table where the dock is. Using my
Okay.
major action.
Yep. All right. You are now taking cover behind the same.
Wait, who
Table.
did you say that to?
Chainsaw gal.
Chainsaw Girl? Okay.
Wait.
What?
This is why,
Why
you guys
are
pay
you whispering to
I thought he was talking to,
Al?
what's her name?
Zinnia.
Zinnia.
No.
Nope.
What?
Zinnia's not here.
Why are you fraternizing with Chainsaw
I'll text.
Girl?
We'll text
Because
you.
Al is sus.
But
Is it-
she's
is
on
it
the
Jerry's
other
turn?
side.
What's that?
Is it Jerry's turn?
She's a Gnosis
Yes,
Gnoon.
Frankie, you are afforded 2 combat die of physical resistance while behind this table.
Why are you
Is-
conspiratorially
do
saying
we have any
that
action points?
Sarpedon knows
We
that
have one,
should
I
know
think?
that Al is working for her?
Okay.
Because if she stopped cutting me, that's better.
Okay.
So you're leaning real close.
So can I use that action point, please, to take an extra minor action?
You can hug someone
Go for it.
and cut them
Okay.
in half with a
What I want to
chainsaw.
do is I want to run or use a minor action to run over to the table where Minos is hiding, and go around with my knife, and then I want to use the extra minor action to inject myself with fury,
Okay.
and then I'm
Okay.
going to.
roll an activity roll. Not that it matters.
When one chem fails, I only use another.
How does he look?
Oh, I'm addicted.
How does he look?
Minos?
That
How
was
does
so
Minos look?
fast.
As dumb
Uh,
as ever.
you might. Okay. Before you were hiding behind the table,
He's wearing
he
glasses.
did look
he looks like a
pretty rough.
Minos is also there.
I'm addicted, but I do have a dick doll that I plan on taking after the fight. So
Okay. You're addicted?
Yeah.
Okay.
What does addiction do in the game? Because I just kept like not paying attention to addiction at all.
You have
the whole
difficulty whenever you're not under the influence of a certain chem.
Game. Okay.
All right.
That's probably the random times that I was like, "What? The game get
So-
harder."
I heard take some drugs to help with that.
Yeah,
Takes
just
all
So
of it.
then Jerry wants to
We
attack
do
you
not
now.
condone drugs.
We do
Could
not.
you pass me the rule book?
The stems.
Just 98% of the party has taken them. At the slightest inconvenience.
I just had to check
This is
one quick
Fallout.
thing. I
I'm tired.
apologize.
I
No,
should
no worries.
Sorry,
take drugs
everyone.
about it. Is that the first
I'm
time
gonna use my
that's
Pip-Boy to
happened
go for
with
the
the
head.
characters? No.
Sorry.
What?
That was very
That's
loud,
happened
I'm sure.
twice.
Yeah, I get to roll 7 combat damage.
Does the stim pack
I
does the
won't
wait does the stim
include
pack
caffeine.
heal the wound entirely,
But
or does it
Siren
just
Just treat
stabilize
it.
it?
So
Could stab him in the chest again.
stayed up when she shouldn't have.
I would, but I want to stab him in
for
the
various
head
reasons.
because
See,
I'm
I
going to
just
roll
have a
7
weird
combat dice
relationship with
with
sleep
persistent
deprivation.
damage,
I think you do.
so his head doesn't have
I
any
do too.
armor
We
We
that
should
we
get
can
that
see.
checked.
That is true.
I
And
have a
so,
weird relationship with sleep deprivation.
um,
The glasses,
Video games
they're
and
made out of
games.
ballistic.
Okay, 8 hours.
He like.
and then
uses
also,
like
if I
the
give him a
fuck-
critical injury, he
Grandma
loses
died
his
in real
next
life. I'm
turn.
like, I'm
All
gonna
right.
go to bed at 8:30.
Go ahead.
So we're just
Okay.
flipped.
And then Siren is like,
I
I'll
was
stay
like-
up all night.
All right, I'm going to attack him with a knife.
You come up behind him, so he is no longer affected by the cover. He is taken under.
Okay. Is he a difficulty 1 or 2?
I can't tell you that.
Okay.
He probably does.
Well,
He's like, I cross universes
Just to kill people.
Should I? I don't know. I don't think so.
If you even want, you
So,
can just say like,
will
this
I-
is what he looks like.
because if I fail, can I use a luck point to re-roll, or do I not find out until after the roll is over?
Kinda looks
Um,
like his hair. Kinda looks like the microphone.
Did you get when you hit him?
cannot. You can't use a luck point unless you.
Or like the gal
Green
from
Gables.
Fifth Element.
I believe you are supposed to use a luck point before I dictate whether it's a failure or not.
Okay. When you shot him, you got 2 successes,
Although I
right?
totally get the-
Did you
I
get
totally
a
do.
action point?
No.
I think
Okay.
doing the Fifth Element as a
So
push,
in that
you
case,
should
I'm
get
assuming
her
the difficulty is
right
2.
or Yarn Wig. I think that would be the right
So-
decision.
Yeah.
Gotta keep you guys interested
Yeah.
somehow.
All right. I'm gonna buy an action point.
With math.
Yes, you did.
Can I buy an action point?
Sure.
All right. 3 dice. I got to get 3 hits because I have flabby arm or whatever you call
Flabby
it.
arm.
Floppy
Oh
arm.
no.
I have flappy arms too. Not the disease. They're just
Okay, so
broken.
that's 1. All right, and then I'm gonna use 2 luck points to reroll 2.
Moms. It's just such a silly thing.
Then we use another luck point.
The Enclave is a silly place.
He's hitting. Whether
Okay.
or not it takes a year.
3.
3 successes.
3
you get 1
successes.
action point back.
You'd have to walk
Well,
around
I
with
it was
floppy
plus
arms.
1 difficulty from my arms.
Oh, yeah, 'cause of your wounds.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you for keeping track of that.
Oh, I guess it also kept
All right,
shooting me,
but that means I do get to roll.
That was
Can I borrow
so
4 of your dice, please? Thank you.
He's swinging like a muppet.
I think I might have dropped my gun at her.
It's like if you had tied a rope to a sword.
It's not
So
Marcy's
you
song.
Okay.
momentum.
Oof.
It's pretty cool.
And I'm using my Pip-Boy to aim for the head.
Head.
So, so that's 3 effects. So that's 3 piercing, 5 damage, and it's 3. It's persistent. So for another 3 turns, he suffers.
Okay. So, 3 piercing,
Yeah.
and then what was the rest of the damage?
5 damage. And then it has, because I rolled 3 effects and the weapon's persistent.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. He has 1 hit point left, and there's that persistent effect. You slash him at the neck, and he starts bleeding profusely. He's gonna die in moments.
Venus?
Wait! You're gonna die! I infected you with the disease.
He's like,
Had time to mention it.
about that.
Should have said that sooner. Goodbye, Minus.
Oh no.
All right.
Nice.
We'll see
Drew's
who-
like, dude, I have been in that scenario for years. You think this is new to me?
Okay. Next is his turn. Lots of options.
Did he take a critical injury from that?
No.
No.
Hmm.
He's got head armor then.
Drugs.
Drugs.
He takes out a chem,
He wasn't on
super
drugs.
stim pack.
He
and
took a
injects
stim
himself
pack
with it.
last time. I don't think he's on other drugs.
He is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, because he failed with the C24 and then took a stim pack.
Correct.
So,
Hmm.
All right. He is still bleeding. He could try and stop that with his major action.
He will try.
but will he succeed?
We'll try.
Do or do not.
He's gonna do a not so smart option.
Do it.
He's gonna
Oh.
try and shoot you.
Oh. Ooh, he could kill you too.
I do have right now 7 damage resistance.
Oh, the other person with a decent medicine score is not there.
We've got stim packs.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair. They work.
Oh.
They work on someone
Oh, I
at
know,
a
that's
0
'cause
hit
of the
points. How does that work? Does it like restore you to 1?
You're gonna die in a day, but nothing wrong with speeding things up. He's gonna try and shoot you with a laser pistol with a reflex.
This
Oh.
seems like a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I have even
That is 3 successes.
But imagine.
What is your defense?
I'm gonna get there and I'm like.
1.
Action point pulled back to
Can
full.
I use someone
Okay.
else's arms?
He's going to choose to hit your head. Are you wearing a hat? Nope, you're not.
I am not.
So, You, Fury still accounts for that.
Or just extend.
Still
It's-
counts for physical
Or still
resistance.
broken.
Yeah, but it's an energy weapon, isn't it?
Everyone died.
So-
It is.
She was like,
What? Turn on the radio to tell you because my eye.
I'm not lying. You got him down to 1 hit point.
Yeah.
He's out of super stim packs too.
It doesn't work. I'd have fixed him, but I don't have the
So he is going to roll.
We're both gonna die.
It's a
Mutually
possibility.
assured destruction.
No, we're not.
I do love mutually assured destruction. It's kind of lovely.
It does
It
feel
includes
like
destruction.
Jerry's like temperament to be like,
Yeah.
if I can kill you, I don't mind dying. Though more with Pete than Minus.
No.
Oh, I guess Minus too.
Well,
Yeah.
Pete's gone.
I mean, if he infected him with something, it's probably when he spit on him. So he's gonna have to take a saliva sample and work on a cure for that too. I made a
You
cure
know-
overnight.
You
for,
know what they do when they need a sample, like from a rabid animal, is they don't need the whole body. They just cut off the head and take that way.
Mhm,
Just
so-
carry around Minus's head.
Mhm.
Oh, we need this for science.
There's
We
a lot of
slowly
that in
become
Fallout.
more and more accurate to like what.
Oh yeah, it was in the Fallout show.
Well, and in the game, you can also like carry on. Like I killed some fiends in the game in New Vegas, and you could collect their heads and. carry
Oh,
them
I
around.
remember that.
I did not know you could do that.
Yeah, and they don't
Yikes.
have any weight either, so you can just carry them around.
We're fiends.
They're like the
They're like
wild
raiders.
people.
Oh, okay.
Raiders.
They're cannibalistic raiders. They're like the worst. So I wouldn't kill
Fallout
them.
The
kind of just
infinite head
sucks.
glitch. I have an infinite amount
Okay.
of fiend heads.
Ignoring 8 points of armor,
Ooh.
that is a total of 8 points of damage.
I am dead.
to your head.
Yeah, you are.
All right, time to pull out the 0 hit points rules.
We've only seen this once before.
We have.
Yeah.
He pulls out his laser pistol and just unloads 2 shots directly into your head. I don't believe you do anything now, but at the beginning of your next turn, you're going to do an endurance survival check. Difficulty of how many grievous injuries do you have right now?
1.
Serious wounds? 1.
Well, plus that one, that would be another one, so 2.
That would count as another one. Yeah, could you open the rulebook again? Sorry, I don't kill you guys that often.
Yeah.
Wait,
We
would that
appreciate
mean that you have until the start of your next turn, or you're just gonna die unless you roll good enough?
Yeah, and I have. Oh shoot.
That sucks
You
a
remember,
lot. Do you have
can
luck?
always buy
Gem packs.
action points
Ah,
from
that's
me.
true. That's a worthy. That's worth it if you want.
Do you have any luck points?
I have 3 left.
Okay.
So
We left.
If you needed to buy some,
Probably buy some.
get some extra dice, and then
okay, I'm debating between just rolling for endurance, which is 4, or using my luck, which is
If they
6.
suffer or while they're dying, they are unconscious,
Hmm.
cannot recover HP from the
That's
first
a good
aid
point.
action,
Mm-hmm.
cannot take any actions.
what's your survival?
At the start
4.
of their
Or
turn.
0. I have no
While they're
survival.
dying,
Oh, you should
attempt an
probably use your
endurance
luck.
survival test with a difficulty
Rolling
equal to the
2 that are on the
injuries they
board
have.
is gonna suck.
Complication of 19 to 20.
Okay.
Um,
So it is an endurance survival check difficulty of 2.
if you pass this test, they remain alive, but are still dying.
unconscious. Yeah.
No, still
Yeah.
dying.
Oh,
If they suffer any damage while dying, they immediately gain 1 additional injury.
Oh, and when you
Oh,
fill
that's
up on
interesting.
injuries, you're dead?
It just makes
if
the
you
next
fail,
check harder.
right? So
Oh.
the next time you make that check, it's a difficulty of 3, and then
So
So
every
then-
turn I have to make that check?
until you are stabilized.
Okay.
We're dead.
What happened? How do you die then?
Once
By
you
failing
fail
the
the
check.
check.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
you're dead.
Yep.
Yep. It was a pretty intense
It was worth it, though.
thing. All right. He is also going to spend 2 major actions or 2 action points to try and stop the bleeding, which is,
What a loser.
I believe, a difficulty of. I'm sorry, Nathaniel. Would you mind looking up this one too?
Wait, why is it-
in weapon effects?
I
The
think-
persistent thing.
Why is he bleeding?
Because
Oh,
you slashed
oh.
his throat. Remember?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
It should be listed in the weapon effects.
Jerry.
I don't know. I feel like this is more like a cherry. It's a
He's
positive.
dying.
This random other
I
guy that
don't
we
want
hate.
Jerry to die.
Both of the Minos are dying.
I know.
Character can
I'm
spend a
not-
major
Oh.
action
I
to
don't
stop
want Jerry to
persistent
die
damage.
yet,
The
we just
difficulty
got
is equal to the
started.
number of effects rolled, and the attribute plus skill used or chosen by the DM. Okay.
Oh, so I get to choose what attribute and skill.
So
to use?
if you wanted to use like something other than medicine, I guess it's
I
up to
mean,
you.
I'm using medicine and intelligence on this one.
So the difficulty is 3.
Okay. That'll pass barely. 2 and a 13.
Why
He's
you
not
gotta die
dying.
and not kill him?
I know.
When is
He
it
very
my turn
quickly
coming
bandages his neck.
When-
Stop! I infected everyone! Is what you hear the gurgly mess on the other side of the room say after shooting Jerry.
That's what the con check was for.
The what?
The con check I passed.
That's why he was yelling at everybody.
So you're fine, actually.
Correct. You are fine. But you did spit directly on Jerry.
Yeah.
It's now Sarpedon's turn.
She could change.
She's
on
going to
his
move away
bandages.
from you, Frankie, and is going to go to...
I'm behind a table, so.
Right. She's going to go to Al instead. She's going to take an extra minor action, though. And... Oh, wait, no, she already took Fury. Never mind. She's already chemmed up. She's going to go straight to Al and hold her action, similar to you. Why don't we check on the leaders first? Is what she says.
Got a little Gnosis Mob alliance going on.
Nope.
Yeah.
She's gonna try and persuade. Essentially, allow her to do a persuasion check, but she has 0 speech and 4 charisma. So
Where's
Barnes
Barnes?
slightly makes you wonder.
Where's
Barnes is outside.
When will it be
Which
3
one they
rounds?
want.
So I
Um,
can come in, guns
Dead,
a-blazing.
or if they wanted either.
This is
Has it
we're in the
been-
middle of round 2.
Round 2, okay.
or both.
So
Might
she's
not
holding
wanna
her
come in.
action.
What if the plan is
Uh,
to let them both die,
Next is Ganoon
and
1.
then take over both?
Who are not aware of what you just said to Sarpedon and are gonna shoot you.
That's fine.
Ganoon 1. 2 successes, 3 and an 8.
That'll work.
Yep. At least it's no criticals. Alright, 5 combat die damage.
Well, I did use the major action to move.
Was that? Do you have the running?
So
thing
I
or
have
something?
the running feat, so that makes the difficulty 3.
Ooh, that it does.
I know I kind of ran and hid behind a table, but
That misses. Okay.
That's fun.
44 Magnum
forgot I had that.
is going to aim. Oh, that's a complication. I'm re-rolling that one. That's 20. Okay.
To re-roll that, do you have to use one of your cats?
Nope. Aim.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Yep.
It is a minor action, though.
This person is probably more of an egghead that is
Give it
keen
a
on
go.
repairing computers or something other than guns and does not clean their 44 very well. The hammer just drops halfway. What? Okay, that's not even gonna go out.
Okay.
Completely miss. All right, Frankie, what are you doing?
Did I see Doc fall?
Yes.
Okay.
Go to him.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, I gotta run. So I'm gonna be sprinting over there.
Okay.
And
You could. It's a close enough space to just use your minor action to move there.
I have to use the sprint major action to benefit from the
Oh.
movement thing.
First aid is a major action.
Oh, I can't just give him a stim.
You can give him a stim.
Yep.
That is correct.
All right.
Get him all stemmed up.
Doc gave me the stim, so it's going back in him. I'm gonna run over there and stim him up.
Okay. Is that just a regular default stim pack?
Yeah, just whatever. I think it's 4 hit points.
4 hit points back. You're stable or conscious?
He doesn't get hit point
Turn
regeneration
into
from
a-
first aid, but I think he would still get it from the stim pack. Let me see
Right.
if it brings him back to consciousness.
That's the question:
Mhm.
is he stable or is he?
Whoa.
Well,
I mean, even if it
He'll
did,
never
he
be
just got a
stable.
concussion, so he's not going to be able to
That's
do anything.
true.
It could
I
be
would.
hard.
Even if he was like semi-stable, he's still dying of a deadly disease the second he cured the other one.
I will say because of the concussion, you're not going to take your next action.
Mhm.
Because, oh boy, if I said that you can't take a turn while you were dying, you would just automatically die. You wouldn't
Mhm.
be able to make an endurance check.
Mhm.
So that's stupid. So I'm saying, okay, we'll save that until you're conscious again, and then you take the effects of that major wound.
Mhm.
Immediately recovers 4 HP. Treats one person objective is dying. They do stabilize immediately,
Okay.
but it doesn't say they become conscious.
I'm inclined to say that they do, solely because of the fact that you're using a stim pack. You're not just doing regular first aid to stabilize someone.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll continue to look it up.
Yeah.
But or
Very-
find a.
You are conscious again. You see Frankie injecting you with a stim pack, and you do see Minos, who's trying to get people to stop.
Do I get to take a minor action, or is it no major or minor action?
No major or minor, but you can use action points to take either.
Okay. What are the long-term effects of having a concussion?
You
Anytime-
can't. Oh,
Anytime you get hit in the head, you lose your turn, or is it
I believe it's just you lose your next turn.
okay?
Yeah, it's one turn lost, and I think there's something
Oh,
about the
perception checks. Correct.
Mm.
I believe you increase the difficulty by 1 or 2. I'm leaning on 2.
But then,
Okay.
like, once it's treated.
So all my
until it's-
perception checks right now are
cleared.
+4.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I will just.
Just not perceive
I will just
anything.
look. I will just look kind of stunned in Frankie's direction, but he can't really make him out.
Oh, you have
I
the
do.
vision of a baby right now.
What's that?
I
I
do.
feel like you would have
Okay.
to hold me yay close.
All right, Jerry,
or I
you doing
cannot
anything?
see you.
No.
Okay. Next up is Al. I'm gonna do an insight check on Minos. For 3 successes. Minos on persuasion / deception. For once in this entire encounter, Al stops firing. Also with Sarpedon just very ready to saw him. Yep. What kind of virus? Hold! And everybody just kind of stops. Minos, very worse for wear. His lab coat is practically crimson at this point.
Good look.
Makes him
Yep.
look like some kind of alchemist.
He's probably
Maybe he
still
had that
holding his
aura.
neck.
Give me just a second, I'm going through my notes. Uh-huh.
This pause is brought to you by Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola, you wish you could drink it during combat.
It's so sad you can't.
So sad.
This pause is brought to you by Daisy Cottage Cheese.
Not a sponsor.
BK, have it your way.
It's a variant of the Marburg virus. It'll kill you in 2 days, or 1 if you're rather weak of constitution.
Can I make a check to see if I know what that is?
Yeah, sure.
What if you're Jerry?
3 successes.
Look it up on Wikipedia. It's a thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Marburg
called?
virus.
Marburg. Marburg.
Well, it couldn't be the Marlboro. That's lung cancer.
The Marlboro disease.
I know way too many cigarette brands because when I worked at the Dollar General, like I had to like sell cigarettes to people.
DJ sells cigarettes?
Yep, you just have to have ID. So.
Huh, well, okay.
And
I'll
except
take a
people would
pack
throw a
of
fit about
menthols.
it. They'd be like, I'd be like, can I see your ID? They're like, what? I'm like 35. And I'm like, I know. I have to look at your ID. Like, it's a rule. I don't care if you're like 100 years old.
I mean, you could be 12 and you've just been smoking.
Yeah, like.
It does that to people.
People would throw fits. And I'm like, bro.
I would know.
Like 3,000 years
It's called Marburg.
It's completely lethal and only I know the antidote. And also, I have it. I'm the carrier.
Up before ancient times.
Can we check on the leaders?
Hey.
Sarbanon is gonna walk over to Minos, and Al is just going to say, Malcolm, go check on him. Malcolm, we'll go into the office. Are you all, I'm temporarily pausing combat, but do you all have any immediate plans that you're trying to do during this slight lull?
Ooh, you could shank him.
I want to
You want to what?
shank him.
Just like,
I don't want Minos getting any more hit points back, so if I see a stim pack, we got plenty of blood to make an antidote.
Oh, it's...
Why'd you heal him?
Why'd you heal yourself?
Because I don't want to die.
Same thing. I don't want him to die.
So there's something more going on here.
Yeah, it's called We're Friends. You not have friends, Egghead?
No, I mean,
No, I don't.
you had him hostage. And clearly that's not the case if you're just keen on risking life and limb to heal him. Sarbanon leans over and just whispers to him.
I'm gonna give a nod to Sarpedon, like I told her that.
Yeah. Malcolm would come back with Nelson Polignani, who is conscious. You didn't finish the job? Apparently he's infected us with some kind of virus. That's right. And only if Jerry Fletcher dies and we get to walk away scot-free am I going to give you the antidote.
There is no antidote. Can I do an insight check on him really
Yes,
quick?
you can.
Can I also do that? Because I'm right there.
Actually,
Yes,
Or
you
just one?
can.
Okay.
Anybody can.
Curable,
Can
but-
I use medicine for that
accidentally
because I know what the
activated
virus
himself
is
too.
and I'm familiar with it?
Yes.
Oversight.
4 successes, 2. He got 0.
Theoretically.
You're right.
I can't give you 6 action points.
We can.
But you can try.
I'll cut the difference. You get 2 action points.
Oh. Yeah, because we were rolling separately. So.
Correct, which is why
Ah, I got you.
I'm saying
Mhm.
like
Sure.
not 4, which is
Yep.
what Frankie should have gotten. But you know what the virus is, but he did say it was a variant of it. He probably gave that specific name as a very specific. If you know chemistry or if you know virology, you know this is deadly. He is telling the truth. They didn't walk into this plan without a plan B. This is plan B. And I don't have it on my person, of course. Not that stupid. I hold all of your lives in the balance. All of you.
You're talking to the mob. They'll have ways of making you talk.
I don't think so. I've survived torture before. Also, I'm dying anyways, so there's not much you can do. What are you gonna do? Put shivs underneath my toenails or whatever?
I'm talking chemical means.
Can I pick Minos up by his lab coat?
You may. Are you trying to
Thunder.
sneakily do so?
No, I'm just picking him up off of the floor where he presumably is.
Okay. I will still allow you to do that, but you would see as you start approaching him, Sarpedon does stick her arm up, and you do see the two Ganoons point their guns up as well. Doing this might initiate combat again.
I'm just picking him up and setting him up standing.
Oh, okay, yeah, I gotcha. Okay. It seems people are tense, but as you do that, you stand him up. He looks at you slightly perplexed.
So you came here thinking that if you all died, at least you would get the mob with you. Is that correct?
No, I'd prefer not for us to die. This was insurance. I'm not banking on dying. But I'm sure you all aren't banking on it either. Especially you, Mr. Polignani.
Where's my brother?
I was hoping you could provide the answer on this. Your brother didn't say anything on whatever just happened.
Is he not in there? He's asking.
Malcolm nods.
He's gone. Well, it looks like
This is Nelson.
your brother had something under the table without your knowledge. Maybe. But my threat still holds. You kill Jerry Fletcher, or you all die. And you let us go.
We don't know if he's telling the truth. For all you know, I'm the only one who can help you develop a cure like I did last night. You're welcome, Minos, by the way.
This was a lifelong project. You aren't just gonna cure this like the REV.
That was a lifelong project too, and I cured it in one night.
He's gonna diagnose you. Medicine check. I'm gonna say difficulty of 2 for him.
You could die in a couple of hours.
What else is new?
Well, listen. Same could be for any of you. The minimum lethal time for this is 2 days. Or, sorry, the maximum.
Can you tell us which ones are actually infected?
Well, definitely him. Probably the rest of you. I'm not showing any more cards.
About this time, Tabitha,
Yep.
you would be allowed to enter.
Listen, Minos. You're infected with us, or you already have the antidote in your system.
Mm-hmm.
What's to stop us from extracting it from you and replicating it?
I don't have it in my system.
So you're infected as well.
Yep.
At this moment, Tabs is gonna come crashing through the doors with her guns.
Whoa! Everybody points guns at you.
Tabitha, stay
Say
back.
we're not shooting.
Stay back. There's an illness you don't want to catch.
You guys all right?
No,
Need me to shoot anybody?
maybe.
All right, I'll stay right here.
Not if you want anyone to die.
Or, hold on. Not important. This is good because Minos has a 0 in speech and a 4 in charisma.
So you didn't know what Pete was up to, Minos. Is that
No.
correct?
I don't know what he's up to.
And he's disappeared. I'm gonna look towards Malcolm, who checked the room.
Malcolm, is there another kid in a lab coat?
Nope.
How about this, Minos?
Did you
Nelson is going to say to you, Tabitha,
Did you see anyone leave?
There was a big old snowcat, and it drove away. Would she have seen Pete in the snowcat, or would she just seen the snowcat?
only Margie saw
Okay.
Pete put into
Yeah.
it.
I didn't see who was inside it, but and I tried to shoot it, but they had reinforced glass and everything, so I couldn't. I did my best, but
Does anyone know what happened here? That is not important.
Margie,
Not important right now.
I think
I don't
very
know.
important. Very important. House. Before I get to you, I'm gonna look at Al. Al, you wanna let us know what happened here? Last time I checked, you've got 2 days to live.
I'm not here to reveal trade secrets. Al doesn't know anything pertinent to this, says Nelson. We don't know what happened with Pete.
Or sorry, he was with Radamanthus.
Can I roll insight?
Yes.
Wait, is this perception?
Yep.
Never mind.
Can I roll insight?
Yes.
Could I roll insight? Or just-
You're pretty good at perception.
I'm good at perception. I just don't know
2.
what's going on ever.
2. Critical.
No.
Can I roll insight?
Oh wait, I have
For
the
the
suit.
vibes?
I can.
You may.
I have the suit. Hold on. Or no, that's for speech, not insight.
One
Correct,
success.
it's not a
I'm just rolling
charisma.
for Just
Yeah.
perception, right? I'm rolling for just perception.
Perception speech, I think.
Oh, perception. Okay, so just perception. Speech. 1 success.
1 success.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's telling the truth.
Is there any giving ground? Obviously, you've wagered your own life on this. But if you don't get what you want, you're still dying. That's a bargaining chip for us. We're not going to kill an asset. Dr. Fletcher, since it was your deal on us killing the rest of Gnosis, what do you think of letting them go, but not trading your life for it? No deal. That's the chip that we want.
We can let them go. Or we can hold them and I can work with some chemistry I've read about.
Well, we're not going down without a fight if you're going to try that one.
How are the side fights going? Did the mob win those?
It looked like the mob had the upper hand, but the fight wasn't necessarily sealed.
We have the upper hand here. If he won't cooperate, we can always capture
you
him.
don't. You're the one that's infected with a viral disease that's going to kill you.
You're infected too.
Yeah.
So neither one of us has the upper hand. We're at an impasse, except the mob has the firepower. And if you choose to fight them, most of you will die. Or you can go...
Mr. Polignani, can we discuss this in private?
Trustworthy man. Can we be alone?
No.
Mr.
I
Polignani.
made a deal.
Mr. Polignani. I read a considerable amount from the Cold War, before the Soviet Union fell, and then during the later on Cold War between the Chinese and the Americans. There were obviously a lot of chemicals used to interrogate prisoners and captives used by the CIA. I'm sure we could find some way to extract information from him.
You're not just gonna make some truth serum and capture us. Listen. Mr. Polignani, if you try to capture us, I'm going for him first. And, hey everybody, kill that guy first. That's your chip. Out. If you decide to go with this whole capture thing.
Are you willing to die to kill me?
No. but I'm willing to kill you to get the upper hand. I want to walk away. That's it.
You're dying if you do that.
I can cure myself. I know what the antidote is.
You're already on the peak of death. One shot to the head and you're dead. You've
I
lost.
can hit him from here.
From what it looks to me, you've already lost 3/4 of a quart of blood, if not more.
Try chems, moron.
How about this, Minos? Who do you care about more,
Me.
Pete or Dr. Fletcher? Your lifelong partner of the greatest work of your life? Or someone you hardly credit with anything?
Seems to me I
They're
am
both
worth
garbage, in my opinion. I don't know whatever your family did to screw you two up, but must have been something intense.
I do seem to be worth more to you than that, though. You're willing to risk your life to kill me. I'm not complete garbage.
You know what? You're right. I don't care about you. That's your brother's stupid problem. And yeah, you have been a little bit more, nosy and rather large annoyance. But you wouldn't be if he had the guts to just kill you with dignity. But he didn't. That was his mistake. His family drama brought you into this. And now, I don't care if you're dead or not. Okay. I'll do your deal. We walk away, I tell you what the antidote is. Via radio communication. So that you can't just kill me after I tell you.
How do we know you're going to tell us?
You don't.
He's going to look at Polignani.
We take one of your own. Hostage. Either you or the lady. Sarpedon is like, what? Me? It's a guarantee. Well, Listen, Sarpedon, I'm not just gonna tell someone else, but also, if I just give up myself, they might just kill me after I tell them the antidote.
It's alright, we're not gonna hurt her. We wouldn't hurt you either.
I'm not so sure about that, but, Sarpedon? Fine. But we're finished after this. Okay. Well then, I almost canonized Ganoods. I almost want to say, okay, Ganoods, let's go.
Whatever you do, don't canonize
Please.
Ganoons.
I'm not canonizing Ganoods. It's not canon. Keep it in the headcanon. All right. We will broadcast on this frequency. Oh, wait a second. No, we're on level playing field. Give us one of your own. Dr. Fletcher. I'm not giving one of mine. You're the one that negotiated this deal in the first place. If you think of another possible candidate, then that could be fine. But right now, you seem to be the most equivalent piece of leverage.
All right, let me take this first, and he's going to pull out a dick doll and use that.
Okay. Addiction cured. All right. Okay. Gnosis, leave the building. Jerry. Sarpedon is just taking a rag out and cleaning her heart from, all the blood that is on it. And she is staying behind. Are you leaving, Jerry?
He's leaving.
We're gonna go to I don't know, the observatory. Or the... Crap, what's it called?
Yeah, planetarium. You're right.
Planetarium.
That's not gonna.
We'll
be
release Jerry, and you release Sarpedon. Simple as that. Fine. This concludes our business for today. But I suggest if you have any other grandiose plans for pushing a chem in our territory, this won't be the last time you see me. Okay, fine. Yeah, I get it. We'll put a pin in that. Okay.
No pin it.
Drug Empire, put a pin in that.
Jerry and the rest of Gnosis would head outside of the building. Man, I can't believe no one died at that encounter. You were I'm not fudging this. You were 1 hit point away from killing Minos. You would have just died.
We both almost died.
Yeah, you both did. Yeah.
Well, actually, only
Minos,
one of you
then
went
wouldn't have
unconscious.
had the antidote, right?
Yeah.
So when you
I think you could have figured that out. I still think that you should have.
Okay, Gadoos.
Minos should have
Does-
like
does
right after
Barnes get
Minos was
there?
like, "You can't kill me.
Yeah.
I know the antidote." You should have been like, "Shank."
Barnes is still watching the perimeter. So he would be watching
I don't
the
know if I
group
could have,
leave.
because I didn't want to use the rest of my luck
Um,
points to try to hit him.
The Gnosis group with Jerry would head out. You would see Barnes, as well as actually just Pix.
Could I
Sorry, you're just.
say that?
No, she's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I think
That's my bad arm. No, that's my bad arm.
it's a little meta, but because they're okay,
Yeah.
and because I really wanted to just go after the mom, but then I didn't want to like leave them.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that like she is going by, sees like people are going in to like surround the building or whatever, and she just like before like people have left, she goes to try and get the van and try and drive out to where you're at and make chase. So kind of I don't know like the outcome
Okay. Yeah.
of what's going on basically.
That would mean you're probably going to miss the group leaving, though.
Okay, yes, that's
Yeah.
in a way that's kind of
But
yeah.
on the plus side, while you're driving back,
Question: do I know how to drive?
Nope.
Do I need to
roll
make-
a perception pilot check.
She does, but she don't got no arms.
Give me your arms, child.
This is just gonna be driver's ed.
Difficulty
I'll
of
work the pedals. You put your hands.
difficulty
over here
of
and grab the
3.
wheel.
Oh.
This is driving on ice,
Do not
and you don't
crash
have snow
the-
tires. Complication range of 17 up to 20.
She's gonna crash them.
It is.
It's okay. You blew up a truck.
But it wasn't our truck, it was the brotherhood.
That's
Okay, so
fair.
I can't drive at all, and I'm like, I just take off out on the ice, and I'm gonna run.
Run?
All right.
Yeah.
We're not gonna. How? Okay. Do we know how far?
This
How
snowcat?
far to
I
get
will,
across
I'll say
the lake?
Pix, just
Get across the lake.
Yeah.
This is a great lake.
No, I
Oh.
mean like in the direction that the snowcat was going.
Is it just
I assume it
Um,
wasn't cutting straight against, like, to the other side of the lake. I assume it was like cutting a corner of the lake, basically.
It actually, from the planetarium that you would see, starts heading out due southeast, which is further into the lake.
I'm not gonna run straight into the lake. Because
You would also know it's pretty risky going out there too, given that the further out into the lake you go, the deeper the water, thus the thinner the ice.
and I might not take fall damage, but I do take drowning.
Not true. You're wearing power armor.
I don't drown in power armor.
Fun fact. Power
So I'm
armor
just
is-
like walk through the bottom of
But
a lake.
will it keep you?
bust
Will it
out,
keep
like,
you warm the whole
that took
time
a
before
while.
the fusion core runs out?
It's a nuclear battery.
I have another fusion core.
Okay.
Plug that in. Plop it right in
You're
there.
gonna get out of your suit and put it in.
All right, roll that check.
Underwater.
No, I don't want the
Um,
fins. I'll get a fish to do it for me.
where's the weather guy?
And
Cortland.
like,
That's a
start
good
doing-
question.
The fish
Have
is
you
just
ever
like.
He's
seen-
probably back at Union
Have you
Station.
ever seen the clip of Parks and Rec?
you know
where
what?
Andy Dwyer is
Just
like,
for the sake of interest, we'll say he is in
Oh,
the van
yeah,
working
the
on
water-
the radar distance
bubble.
on the top of it.
I don't
'Cause he's
think
like,
so.
you got to track this weather.
I'm like,
That sounds like him.
you have to drive. I can't drive.
Where are we driving?
We're
He
driving
gets into the driver's seat.
the lake. Basically, we're heading like this
On Lake
direction.
Michigan?
Yeah, we're going that way. No,
On the
point.
lake of ice.
On the lake. Yes. We
Okay.
can go around. We can go by the shore. Whatever.
I've done it before.
Really?
Bo-
Sure.
Carlon
yeah.
leads a very interesting life
He
outside of
does.
what he gets into with us.
If I could help, that'd be nice.
Yes,
but I don't
please
think
help.
I can help. I have a 4 and I have no pilot,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not much help. But I'll try. It's a stinking 5.
Oh,
That's so sad.
he gets 2 successes.
You do a good
Which is
job.
not enough.
Okay.
But no complications, so he
That's
doesn't tip it, which is
Mhm.
what I was worried about.
All right. That's good.
So, I'll say he does the safe option and just goes out along the coastline.
Mhm.
Um,
that makes sense.
Or
A little
sorry,
bit
shoreline.
longer. Yeah, but
But he is saying, "Oh, I'm not going to risk going out on the ice, not in a giant van."
We don't technically. Did we see
They-
the direction they were going?
Oh
or,
yeah, yep.
Like we know where they're going to end up.
If they continue on that heading, they will be in. Time to pull up an actual map.
Wow. So immersive.
I know. This is one of the things I do like about Fallout is I can just very quickly go to the Maps app and just go to actual Chicago. Yeah, if they continued on that path, they'd be in Indiana.
Interesting.
Like Gary, Brotherhood territory.
Oh, I love Gary, Indiana. Mostly because the Brotherhood are great pals of mine. They love me there.
It's close to the
All
town
right.
every time you come around.
Yeah.
Margie, you would see a van pulling up on the shoreline that you could walk to. Were you following the van or following the snowcat?
I was going. No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna go straight into the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
So I also don't think that I can outpace it. So I would have gone back to the shore.
Okay. All right. And you would see the van. You guys can get in and drive back. As you all are driving back, you would see a small group of pharmacists on foot. Sorry, gnosis. Look a little. Time to figure out how to say this. Beleaguered? Yes, I used to say belugered growing up. and-
Belugered.
I know.
Beleaguered.
Well, I thought it's spelled like beautiful. and so I
That's
was
a
like,
whale,
belugered.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beleaguered.
belugered.
There's a lot
All right.
of this.
And you would see Jerry in that group.
Said the whale.
Are you guys doing anything as you pass?
Perseverance, that makes sense.
I know that.
Unfortunately, yeah, because I wouldn't. Why would I not? I would be totally not for
Yeah.
this thing.
All right.
So I'm probably like pulling down the window and being like, "What do you guys think you're doing?" And I'm like getting my gun and stuff.
Okay.
So hopefully Jerry's gonna say something before.
Yeah, everyone in Gnosis pulls their guns.
Hold it, Pix. Just stay away. It's part of a deal. I'll be fine. You can shoot him another
Tabs
time.
is also standing in the doorway with her gun, so like if Pix wants to stand next
Yeah.
to Tabs.
So I'm gonna. Yeah. So I'm gonna.
He told us to stay over here. Something about.
I'll shut the door
some-
and we continue on. So I'm gonna trust that deal.
Then drives on. Meanwhile, on the Snowcat,
There are two things I would like to have happened canonically, but not on screen because we were kind of doing a whole like dramatic lead up, and I didn't want to interrupt.
yes, that's fine.
I would have liked to tell Nico what's going on,
Yes.
and I
Okay.
would have liked to kind of give Pip the briefing on my family and how they interacted with Jem,
Okay.
so he's not going in blind.
Sounds good.
Yeah, here's how they felt about your sister. It was
So, Snowcat pulls up. Your mom in power armor has rolled down the windows. Get in, honey.
You have business
Get
in the
a little
area,
bit.
huh? Think that's
That's right.
a bullet hole in the front windshield?
That's right.
She's gonna climb in,
Get in.
and then she's gonna look down at the ground.
Yep. You see Pete unconscious.
Oh, it's also worth noting. I'm pretty sure I dropped my 44 in that van. when
You
she
see a
hit my
44 Magnum in the Snowcat.
Mother,
Julian.
what is Pete
Julian!
Fletcher doing on Barry?
Hi.
You must have been 10 the last time I saw you.
Yep.
Are you working for my mother now?
Yep. We're on a tight schedule. Drives forward.
Didn't he get shot in the face?
A little.
He's wearing a lot
Helmet.
of body
He got a
armor.
little shot in
Is
the
this
face.
willy-nilly?
He's only a little dry in the face. He's
This is
fine.
willy nilly. That's right.
Mom, what is Pete Fletcher doing in the back of our car? Snowcat.
You know Pete Fletcher.
Yes, he tried to have me killed 2 days ago.
Well, I'm glad that came up before the acceptance quiz.
You're not telling me you were thinking about inducting him into the Enclave.
We were thinking about testing him for possible candidacy. He's been seeking out the Enclave for quite some time now.
The man is a maniac.
Do tell.
I'm gonna kind of do the whole. So I met his brother Jerry, and then this thing happened, and then that thing happened, and kind of unfold the whole story of like what happened and Pete's evil plan and all of that.
Don't forget the childhood eugenics.
Yes, and childhood eugenics.
Well, he is a Vaulty. Makes sense.
That doesn't mean we should accept it.
No, it just means that. Just remind me of Vault-Tec management. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm open to his candidacy, but unfortunately, we're still going to go through with. We'll leave it up to the rest of the cabinet.
Can I at least tell them what he's up to first?
Oh, absolutely.
Actually,
They'll
maybe
probably
you should
have
tell
a lot
them
of
what he's up to.
questions. I was hoping you could say the same first. Why have you been involved with the Jerry Fletcher?
He's sort of a co-worker?
In?
We were investigating the storms. That's how we happened upon Ethereum.
For whom?
Actually, just a trading company.
Which one?
Are you asking so you can go kill someone?
Only if it's necessary.
Don't think it is.
Well, that's my operational discretion. And I'm on the clock right now.
Let's talk about it, and if I'm confident you're not going to go murder people, I might tell you.
How much have you told to this trading company?
We only stumbled upon Ethereum yesterday, so they don't know enough to be dangerous.
Your mom is gonna insight check you. Go ahead and roll speech check.
Is your mom insightful?
I don't know. She's not terribly emotionally intelligent.
But she is good with energy weapons.
Oh.
I love the adjacent skills. It's just like, how good is that person at looking at things? Well, it's hard to tell, but they are good with energy weapons.
I can see into your soul. Because I trained with
Yeah.
energy weapons,
It-
I can't physically use a regular weapon
What?
for some reason.
She believes you. Well, no one has to be killed then. And you know me, I'm not keen on sending
Interference.
Enclave operatives very far.
I don't think it'll be necessary.
What company?
Delroy Trade Lines. They
Oh,
stumbled
interesting.
upon it as kind of a wild goose chase. They're not interested in, they have no idea about the vote.
Good. Excellent.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. It's good timing, I suppose.
Pip, this is my mother, Elaine Ortega.
Hello!
Mom, this is Pip.
As Jules said, I am Pip.
He's like Hegemony.
But he's not Hegemony.
No.
Well, good to know you still have hobbies.
Been getting into reading and gardening recently.
I'm sure Janie will be Happy to hear that. She probably can give you some tips.
I've been running short of things to read. It's going to be good to be back in the Enclave. I haven't seen a film in years. Not that we have time or anything, but if it happened that we had time, it would...
Barry, you should
Business.
show her some of your amateur parodies. They're not parodies. They're art. Mm-hmm.
You're interested in
They're-
film, Barry.
They're great comedies. It's a drama.
She's so dismissive.
I'd love to see that.
Barry, how long do we have? About 30 seconds, ma'am. I'd suggest you hold on.
As the snowcat goes further out into the lake, you hear
Underwater, please.
the cracking of ice.
It's completely normal. Just hold on.
Boom! A sheet of ice breaks beneath you all, and you plunge into the frigid waters below.
Barry, you didn't plug the hole. Oh, sorry, ma'am.
Rapidly getting out some duct tape, putting it on the two holes in the front windshield.
Does Pete get soggy?
What?
Does Pete get soggy?
He's in the back. Barry gets
Oh.
soggy.
Oh, Barry.
Barry should give Pete a hug.
Oxygen supply is on.
And the snowcat sinks.
Is this how we would get into the Enclave back in my day?
No. This is something different. Probably because this operation was so special. Typically, you would just go to a secret door
non-disclosed
or
location?
correct. That would have some sort of secret elevator. But
This is
Well, desperate times. We've had this plan for a while, and given that the lake is this frozen, it actually panned out this time.
How did you have this plan for a while? I didn't even know Gnosis was coming here until yesterday.
Operational discretion, unfortunately. Classified.
All right.
after a few minutes, it's pretty deep, you all land on the lake floor.
High key awkward silence.
It's completely dark. It is very awkward. Two beams of light cut through the murky waters as you see them emanating from a set of XO1 power armor that is underwater, directly facing you.
I totally should just wait it out.
You see on that power armor helmet, whoever's in that suit just looks perplexed.
That's Martin. He's asking why you're here.
Why I'm here.
Yeah, well,
You didn't tell them.
That was my operational discretion.
They're going to kill you.
No, they're not. I'd like to see them trying to.
Mom's like, I do what I want.
You see this individual, Martin, is carrying a heavy chain. It's like the one you were thinking of earlier when I said chain. And he pulls it up to the front of the snowcat and attaches it.
Wave.
Tong 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 tong. Tong tong.
Beats on the chain. And it starts pulling. He walks alongside you.
It's a very complicated system, unfortunately. Not preferable. But it works.
It's pretty impressive, I've got to say.
Very difficult to trace. Although that person in the power armor could have supposedly followed me.
What color power armor?
Blood? No.
I haven't painted it yet.
You haven't
Oh.
painted it, yeah.
Looked like a raider set. It was crimson. Very rusty. Garbage arms and legs. Someone
tried
didn't
to
know what they
follow
were
you.
doing. Yes.
You didn't.
She jumped on top of the snowcat from the boardwalk.
She looks down at the
Pretty
gun
impressive.
in horror.
I think I broke her arm.
You didn't kill her, did you?
Would your friend die from a broken arm?
No.
Looks like you have good caliber friends then. Excellent. Then she should be fine. She looked fine in the mirror. She's in power armor anyways.
She's been trying to find better arms and legs.
Well, good for her. She also just needs to give that thing a wash.
I think she's planning on painting it soon.
What color?
Blue.
Your mom's like, I'm gonna have a stroke. It's because of you.
Believe it or not, purple.
Purple.
Not
What's
very
the point of
intimidating, is
wearing
it?
a suit of combat armor if everyone is just going to be able to see it?
And not everyone operates as stealthily as you do.
Yes,
School
and
doesn't
many people
exist.
die.
But not Margie yet.
No.
Though I'm kind of surprised at some of the things she's tried to hug in that power armor.
Hug.
Don't worry about it.
Ugh. Did you teach her how to use power armor?
I started to.
Why didn't you tell her to just go for the legs? Restraining in power armor is just not a good idea.
She has her own ideas about things sometimes.
You would see a massive drainage pipe approaching that the cable is sourced from. And the snowcat is... Well, truth be told, it actually gets caught on the lip, and then Martin just lifts it up slightly, and the chain continues pulling.
So, having been gone for a while, exactly what level of crap show am I walking into?
Things are relatively under control. Little bit of division within the Enclave, everyone and me being the sides. But I'm not
Division
sure.
on...
What's that?
Division what?
We'll discuss that over dinner. I'm not sure what the rest of the Enclave will think of you. I'm going to do my best to fight for you staying here. But, I mean, obviously you know that some of the parents and relatives are going to be
I know.
vindictive.
That's part of the not calling for 7 years thing.
Understandable. I got some of that blame too.
I'm sorry. Shouldn't have reflected on you.
The water starts draining. After something in that drainage pipe is sealed. A water gate. You would see essentially a little loading dock for this thing.
Only problem with this plan is we have no idea how to get the snowcat back up to the surface. It's a shame. Though we might not need it in a while. We'll keep it on.
Might not need it why.
The snowcat.
I mean, it's a great piece of equipment.
It
If
is.
you don't want it, I'll take it off your hands.
If you can get it out of this pipe, sure, you can have it.
She pops open the lid
Giant balloon.
and grabs Pete's unconscious body.
Martin, would you mind taking Julian to our quarters? Please let Nick know. Tell him we'll just do a quick dinner tonight. Canned foie gras, please. Nothing fancy.
He's trying not to smile.
We need to debrief. So, are you fine with showing her around and, well, trying to keep her somewhat out of the public eye for now?
Martin takes off his power armor helmet.
Hi.
It's good to see you're safe, Jules.
Long time no see, Martin.
Your sister's gonna be dying to see you, I imagine.
How's she doing?
She's doing good.
Peter?
He's doing well. Now follow me. Your mom wants her privacy for her
Yes.
precious debrief.
Fine. You know, I discovered this thing called tram the other day. I'm just gonna start, like, kind of going on about how much better foie gras is.
Yup.
You know, up there, they don't eat foie gras. They eat tram.
Oh, the trap of the peasants. All
You
right.
should never.
The way they eat up there, it's despicable. They have these things called potatoes, tram. I
Nothing.
learned what
All
a
right.
hash brown was.
You would be led to your family's quarters, which are still some of the nicest quarters in the Enclave bunker. It is. Your mom was the head of security and the secretary of war while you were there as well. So it is. It's elegant. They haven't really changed much. And Martin walks you to the door and just says, "Well, I have my own debriefing to take care of."
Oh, just sit tight in here.
Okay. Jules? Jules! Nick, keep it down. We don't want. And your dad would come through the door and just. Jules, it's so good to see you. You're alive. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I could say the same thing about you. I'm glad one of your experiments hasn't blown up on you yet.
Oh, it has. I've just lived.
I'll give him a hug.
That's why I have many clones.
You actually got that off the ground.
Oh, that I did. Martin walks back into the room. Nick, come on. That's confidential. Do you really think I just can't gush about what I've been working on to my own daughter? She's my daughter.
I'm not gonna go
Nick,
selling
you know
out
what the
Enclave
situation
secrets
is.
anywhere.
Come on.
I won't
Okay.
tell anyone, don't worry.
Well, yes. It's picked up off the ground. It's working wonderfully. We're using it constantly.
Are you a clone?
No.
You're the original.
Yes.
Could you have been a clone?
Yes.
Do you use them, like, on a day-to-day basis?
Yes. Your mother picked you up?
Yes.
Clone.
That explained the lack of personality.
Whoa!
No, they cloned that right.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
How does the whole consciousness thing work?
Oh, you sit in this brilliant brainwave device. You essentially go into cryosleep while your clone.
You transfer the
is conscious.
consciousness. It's not
Correct.
independently conscious clones.
Indeed.
Okay, much less problematic. Love that.
Exactly. Yes. Oh, it's so good to have you home.
So good to actually talk shop with someone again.
Yes. Can you help me with dinner?
Yeah, sure. I mean, as long as there's... You know what? Yeah, I'm hungry. I could eat anything.
And he would make canned foie gras on a fresh brioche bun.
Honey, I cloned your mom.
Welcome to the Enclave. So, dinner would be prepared, and your mother would come back, de-armored now, just in her regular combat armor, which stays on at all times. And you guys would gather at the dinner table. And ignoring any sense of pleasantries, your mom is going to begin and just say, Julian, do you know the formula for the reduced evolutionary virus? The what? Oh, wait, yeah, that's that thing that Vault Dweller was working on, right? Yes, that's right.
Is that why you
We
want
have
to
him.
Pete Fletcher?
Yes. Yes, it's a significant breakthrough.
Mom, that
and
thing
we're
is
interested
no
in it.
good. I really don't think you should be meddling with it.
Oh, we've seen the results. We know how it works. We just don't know its formula. And we have C24 anyways.
How'd you get that?
Discretion.
All right. Gonna see a lot of non-answers on this visit, I take it.
It's the mob. Nick. Hmm?
Move a tie with the mob.
Oh, yes. Nick.
It's a little bold
Okay,
of
okay.
you. Have things changed that much?
Well, I think that's the big thing. But, yes.
Who in the mob? Again, I'm not gonna share anything. I've had 7 years to tell people where you are, and
Wait
no one's
until
come knocking,
after
have they?
the cabinet meeting, Julian. If you are agreed upon to not be a substantial threat to the Enclave, then we would be happy to grant you entrance again. You're going to need to make your case after this.
My case for what?
Readmittance.
I can't stay.
Alain lets her silverware drop to the plate. Well, then you shouldn't be here right now.
We talked about this. I mean, I'm here for information about Ethereum. I need to know what's going on.
We're leaving, Julian. We're going to Ethereum. But Command Station Excelsior. At least that's what everyone else wants. That's the divided issue. I don't trust them.
Go.
I think it's immensely compelling, but I believe that there's still risk aboard Excelsior.
I mean, as long as you're affecting the weather, eventually people are going to start noticing. It's
I'm
a
not
miracle
worried
we
about
did.
that.
Right, laser defense systems.
Correct. You've done your research.
I didn't get dumber when I left the Enclave. So what's the plan? Ride out whatever's going on in the world below on an airship?
I prefer to call it a suborbital station, but sure, it is an aerostatic transportation vehicles, then sure, ship. It just doesn't look very ship-like to me.
All right, the Skyvault.
No, that was trademarked. Aerial Vault.
We're not allowed to use that name.
All right. Is it actually going to go through? I mean, how far are you on that plan?
Truth be told, this Pete Fletcher plan was the last thing I had to stall. Now that we have him, if we can get the formula for the reduced evolutionary virus from him.
Well, in that case, no, I don't know the formula.
All right.
You're welcome.
Spencer,
Yes.
if you have any questions about how that works, I can message you a little bit about how to make the REV.
Go ahead and give me what you got.
Okay.
If you had just told me,
Hooked.
if you had just told me, I could have shot him in the van for you.
What? We want the virus, though.
I thought you said it was your stalling mechanism.
Well, if he was dead, then there wouldn't be any stalling mechanism. If he was free, that's another story. But you know me, I'm not going to intentionally fail a mission.
No, I know. Who's putting everyone up to this? Is it Gladys?
Julian, in this house, you know we use the title for the president.
I'm not Enclave anymore, Mom. I've been up on the surface. I know there's no United States left.
Well, President Adlerman is keen on going to the station, yes.
Since when has Gladys told everyone what to do and not you?
When everyone else agreed with her.
Okay. So what's Ethereum meant to do then? Is it some kind of an ice age trigger? Are you trying to purify the wasteland? Is it just meant to kill people? What's the strategy?
Nick. Well, purify the wasteland is the goal, but an effective, controlled, optimistic way. With Ice Age, we can essentially sublimate the topsoil that has been irradiated since the Great War. We are going to purge the entire Midwest of radiation and make it back into a fertile breadbasket that it once was.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. That would speed up the process exponentially.
That's right. And from my estimations, it'll only take, give or take, 40 or 50 years. That quick.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah? Isn't it? I mean, you've seen it up there.
Yeah.
Kind of pretty smelly.
Well, the smell isn't the worst of it either. I know it's not going to fix people, but I think living in a world that's not trying to kill us all anymore is going to help.
Exactly. With less food shortage, we might have, well, an actual possibility of bringing this
Or
country back.
civilization again.
Yeah. Well, enough about what we've been doing. What have you been up to? Hi. Whoa.
Oh,
Hi there.
Yeah, Pip, this is my dad, Nick Ortega. Dad, this is Pip.
They're both just like. So, do I like call you Grandpa or something? And Elaine is just like, what?
I think.
Peepaw
yeah.
works.
Incredible.
It's good to see you're still working on AI, Jules. I'm proud of you.
Even after Pumbuk.
Pumbuk was the Brotherhood of Steel. And I certainly was sad to see you leave, but it's not like you could have worked on that experiment, you know, with Gladys looking around.
I don't think she was
Nick.
to allow an AI.
Madam President Gladys.
I don't think she would have been for that.
No.
And I think, I don't know if this is your plan for after the 40 to 50 years, but I think we need to start doing some good for the world, not just hiding.
That's the way that everyone else sees it too. I do like the idea of regenerating the Midwest. Especially considering it keeps us pretty safe.
And not much that can touch you up in an air vault.
Well, except for the air vault. We know that there's been significant power struggles up there, and different factions.
Yeah, no one's really getting along too well.
No. But Vault-Tec has control now. And they've been somewhat amiable. If anyone else in the Enclave desires to go up there, I have to go up there too, just in case, you know, somebody needs security.
Right.
I'd be happy to crash a few vaulty skulls if necessary.
Have you been up there before?
No, not yet.
Is that coming soon?
Yes, they're lowering altitude to about 30,000 feet in about a week. We're leaving then.
Oh, so this is now.
This is now.
Is there some kind of plan to tell everyone what's going on, get them to move out? I mean, I'm sure if people knew what you were doing,
We kind of thought they would just get the message from, you know, the winter. And it's not like we could broadcast and say, hello, we're the Enclave. You all need to move out. And that's the mistake that the East Coast made. We're not having a stupid radio channel where our AI president is ranting.
Yes, he was a little derivative, wasn't he?
He nearly killed us all.
A little more than a little derivative. So the plan is just wait until people get starved out and leave?
Yes, but we'd be open to some sort of proxy of warning people, telling them to move out.
I mean, I think it'd help. You don't have to tell them, hey, we're the Enclave and we're right here in the air vault, but...
Do you really think people would believe it if just some random radio station started broadcasting and saying, move out? There's a terrible cold front moving in?
Roll credits. I think it would reflect better on you if you did. I mean, if they didn't believe it, then at least they've been warned, right? It's for everybody's
Suppose
good.
So. We could reach out to some of our proxies, see about
I mean, you know
getting
what?
that
I can
innate
help you with
pop
that,
music
honestly.
channel.
I've got connections up above. I'm tied into some big things.
Well, here's the question, Julian. Are you coming with us or are you not? I know we're springing this on you, but you can decide later.
yeah.
But you do need to decide soon.
I think that's gonna take some time.
And you do need to decide before we share any more confidential information with you. I told her about the clones already. Nick.
I'm not gonna tell anyone else about any of it. You know I've had a lot of chances to tell people where you are, and you know no one's come knocking. I've been protecting you.
Well, thank you. Well, I have an interrogation to get to. We need to find out if Pete Fletcher is willing to part with the reduced evolutionary virus. Do you think you have any leverage on him that could get that out? Or should I handle this myself?
I'm still not sure messing with it is the best idea.
Regardless of whether we intend to use it or not.
You want
The Enclave needs to be... We need to have scientific supremacy in the Midwest. And right now that's not the case because of this.
Well, what you interrupted was an attempt to just silence Gnosis for good. No one else would have had it either.
What about Jerry Fletcher?
He is the last person who would want C-24 to be used for anything. I
Really?
think he'd really rather die.
Well, you know me, I don't take any chances. If you want to convince me that we could just eliminate all knowledge of that, there's only one way to do that. And that is to have no dead men telling
yes.
tales. So I prefer to do it this way. And Nick is incredibly interested in what that virus can do. Oh, yes. I mean, even if we just end up making a strain of it or something.
Just to mess around with it in the lab.
Yes. Oh, I mean, we already messed around with the FEV a little bit. You should have seen your mom's clone on that stuff. Crazy.
I shudder to think.
Yep. And you thought she was intimidating now. Huh.
So how about some dessert?
Well, I have business to attend to, but you are welcome to. And Elaine will head out. And we will return to the rest of the party. I'll do one quick scene with the rest of the party, and then we'll take a break. So, Jerry, you would arrive with the rest of Gnosis very quickly. Is there anything you wanted to do?
I wanted to talk with Minos a little bit on the way there.
Okay.
If that's better for after the break this
No,
time.
no, no. I'd
Okay.
be happy to do it. He's silent right now.
He's like,
You stabbed me in the neck. No.
I'm a little salty that you slit my throat. Not gonna lie.
I didn't know you had it in for my brother, too.
I didn't. Not until today. He showed weakness earlier, but this was... I don't know what he's up to.
Should have seen him in the vault.
Hmm?
Should have seen him in the riots.
If this is some play to get sympathy with me, it's gonna be a
No.
lot harder than that.
No.
As far as I know, everybody hates Pete Fletcher now.
Everybody?
Hypothetically.
Everybody in Gnosis? He's kind of whispering so the people around us don't hear.
If he was planning that. He just paid someone to take him out of the tense negotiations. Leaving us to die.
I don't think he'd leave all of Gnosis behind. If he does come back, he's going to want to take his spot at the head of Gnosis again. I'm sure you don't want that. I know
I'm not letting that happen.
I know. But would you be able to control Gnosis, all of it, without any kind of resistance inside, if you were the one to do it?
Probably.
Or you can just...
Why does it matter to you?
Because I hate you. I'm not a fan of Gnosis.
Okay.
And I know you're not a fan of me either. But above all, I know we both hate my brother. We would both give anything to see him dead.
I don't know about that. You can get mauled by a Deathclaw for all I care, but I'm not making the same mistake that he did. I'm not letting some petty rivalry get in the way of real progress. You probably should have learned that lesson too. You just stayed out of our way, you could probably live a nice, prosperous life.
I didn't want to. What have I got to live for?
It's not my business.
No. But what are you going to be able to accomplish? You've lost the REV.
What is
You're-
that supposed to mean?
You are immune to it now.
Completely? You just made a total vaccine?
Yes. Overnight. I might add.
Well, not every vaccine is perfect for the rest of life. I don't know if you made like a permanent cure, but it at least warrant an investigation.
It's permanent. I don't know if it is or not.
Jerry Rex makes a mental note. Make a booster shot.
You sound trustworthy, but I also have zero reason to trust you. We'll look into it.
Regardless, if Pete comes back, he'll create problems for you.
Not if everyone else doesn't care about him.
You know how much
He's
trouble...
cured too.
You know how much trouble a person like I was for you? Imagine what Radamanthus could do if he returns.
Nothing. The only reason you were a problem is because your brother let you be a problem.
The only reason I was a problem was because I went to the mob. Was to stop your brother from doing the same, or my brother from doing the same. If you're not working with him, maybe the mob will. Maybe the Brotherhood will. Maybe anyone else in the Wasteland will. He's smart enough to find a way to get back at you.
What'd you give to the mob?
I gave them the vaccine.
Why on earth would they want a vaccine?
To give them a leverage against you.
Roll a deception check.
He's got his hat on too, so...
Okay. Yep. Thank you for saying that before the check.
I'm going to re-roll this one. I'm not going to roll that die. It's been... Three.
Any criticals?
Yes.
What number?
4.
3.
Oh.
Bull crap. Mob wanted chems.
I gave them C24.
Well, then that's rather good for me, I guess, because that means that Pete isn't going to be able to give them anything then.
He can give them the REV.
You didn't give the REV to them?
No.
Did you agree upon giving the REV to them?
He agreed to, but he hasn't done it yet.
Yep.
They made the antidote for it, but...
I guess he could. But I have a feeling that your brother isn't going to be so petty as to equip the mob just to kill all of us.
It runs in the family. There's more factions out there than the mob. There's the Brotherhood, the Enclave.
Is that so? You Fletchers are really a problem that you just have to get rid of, huh?
We are. My problem's not with you. My problem is with Radamanthus. If you help me deal with him, you'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
I prefer to do that the old-fashioned way. You guys would arrive at the planetarium. All right. Here's the cure. He would pull out his Pip-Boy.
Would there be snowcat tracks?
Not on the ice, which is where it was. Owl would come on the other frequency. Message received. Okay, well, we need to get to a lab. Let him go. You've got limited time anyways. I'd get to it.
He's gonna start walking away. He's gonna turn around. Get in my way. I'll eliminate you two. And he's gonna keep walking away. He knows it's not a super intimidating threat right now.
Yeah, that's fine. 5 caps, he trips on the way back. You hear him say. And you don't. You weren't hitting the legs. Your grievous injuries aren't there.
If he just wasn't as annoying, he could go so many places in the world.
That's the message.
It's
one
like
you-
that's his fatal flaw of all fatal flaws, which is kind of fun. Mm-hmm.
After a while, you see Sarpedon coming along the same way.
Jerry's just gonna wave and walk past.
She's not going to say anything. She did contemplate just killing you, but she's not going to. All right. You arrive and you would see the rest of your troop at the pier. Sans Julian.
I'm back.
Frankie, you were looking for Barnes earlier, weren't you?
Yes. I think we should all have a nice big group conversation with Barnes.
Okay. All right.
If everyone's amenable to
I'd also be amenable to exchanging medical
that.
attention.
You know, we've got Nato Doc here. Can we all get a little bit of that good stuff, you know?
Like,
You
we-
are
we need
allies
a-
of the mob.
We need a little bit of treatment of injuries.
Oh, sure thing.
maybe?
2,000 caps. No. Well,
I don't have that.
Do you know who my brother is?
I thought you were talking to Barnes.
No.
Do you know who my brother is? That's me.
It's me.
Frankie,
Oh.
it's me.
a third
Do you know who he just keeps yelling like, "Do you know who my brother is?" But slowly louder and Bart. Yes.
Weirdest intimidation tactic.
All right, you all are together again on the pier.
Medical attention.
We all probably
Do you want
just
Barnes
look
to be here?
terrible.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It looks like it was a pretty intense time. There are chunks of wood splintered everywhere because of the minigun. There are wounded mob
Yeah,
members. It's been a rough day. And now for the tragedy of young Hamlet.
I will give you 15 caps to give us 1 hour of silence.
Okay.
15 caps.
Yep. There you go. No Hamlet this half hour.
Good.
So what exactly just happened?
They
Well,
slipped through our fingers.
where's Julian?
Take off the mask.
She
I think
left.
she's on that like, whatever with her. Do we know? Do we know?
No. We know
We
she
don't.
left though.
Yeah, she's gone. Left with her mom.
Yeah.
She told Margie what she was doing.
As far as okay, to clarify, I know that you left to meet your mom.
Yes.
And that's
Okay.
all we know.
To get
Yes.
information
Or
about
Margie would know.
Aetherian.
Okay.
Then I will relay that.
Okay.
She's with her mom.
So who was the fellas in the snowcat?
I don't know.
I don't know who they were.
They had.
Take your brother?
They had.
They did.
Is no one else around? No other mobsters?
Right now in the middle of the pier, there are a lot of them shuffling to and fro. Oh my
Barnes, can we move somewhere private?
Sure thing. He'd lead you back into the small room of Armano's. Armano, beat it. Oh, okay.
Frankie would wait for them to leave.
What the heck just happened in there?
Al knows. What happened outside?
There's a.
Oh, we here?
Frankie was inside. He didn't see what happened outside.
Oh, but
There
was it
was,
private you two guys or the rest?
No,
of
no,
us?
no. With
It's the
everyone.
group,
With
yeah.
everyone.
Well, there was a
We heard an explosion.
there was an explosion, and then we saw that snowcat,
Someone in black power armor carried.
And
Keith
Radamanthus
out.
left.
and
Is gone.
Radamanthus looks like he's possibly
He
been
was
stolen away.
Unconscious, I think.
Or escaped.
No, he was taken.
Oh.
Unless
Okay.
he decided to get blown up and then taken.
Who got blown up?
Pete, I guess.
Mr. Polignani and Pete went into a private room to have a conversation, and that explosion that you all saw was in that room.
I
Wait
would
a
say
minute.
you would have been able to see that the explosion was on the wall. It was an explosion made to create a hole.
Radamanthus is infected,
With that stuff that you got, the
that we have currently. Stay away, please. Did he get infected along with everyone else?
Who?
Pete.
Pete?
Yeah. Because he was here when they were spitting and spreading their saliva around.
COVID.
He actually
COVID
passed.
exists.
Oh.
He passed
Oh.
away.
He also did that.
Give us the first evolutionary
He
process,
left
like,
before Mino started
actually
spouting.
dies.
Oh.
Wait, what are you sick with? That stuff that makes you all go strong with your kins?
No, it's
Or a different?
it's a different one.
Gas
It-
mask Spider-Man.
She's gonna like kind of pull her jacket.
stay away. We need to
Yeah, Marty,
get this
you're good.
treated. We need to get this treated. And I'm
How can
starting.
we- sorry.
I'm already starting to feel the
Anthrax?
fever come on.
Mad cow disease?
No, it's a disease of African origin, as far as I know.
So how'd they get it over here?
I don't know.
Minus was trying to infect people with it. Supposedly it's lethal. We have the cure. Doc will be fine.
Okay. I'll just.
I'm gonna wear my gas mask.
No offense. No
Yep.
offense to y'all. I just don't want to get sick either. One less person to cure. Just gonna kind of like.
Socially distance.
6 feet.
But Barnes, I think Al knows what was going on outside. I think he had it all planned.
The kidnapping?
Yes. Inside, he responded like he knew every action that everyone was taking, even the one that no one knew was coming.
Did 9 Lives cover him?
What?
Did 9 Lives cover for him?
He
Uh,
did.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Julian just falls out of his car. Yes, you did.
Well then. I think I know just what happened here. You can do me a favor. Everyone but Frankie, beat it.
Jerry is going to kind of hobble out of the room.
Go get a cure or something.
Do we have to make it?
I
Yeah.
imagine
Jerry's gonna go help make it.
Yep.
Wait, so you
There's
got
like
the
mobs.
antidote.
With
the
We got the
recipe for
recipe.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just need to make it.
One quick notes reference.
Getting some family private drama out of a decision.
Well, drama and just dinner.
You had dinner which included, like, your dad bringing you how he cloned your mom and turned her into a super mutant, and that was just crazy.
She's not a
man.
super mutant.
The clone was.
Barnes,
She
you
just
sound
had
like
the
you know
RNA.
what's up.
She had the FEV. Isn't that what that does?
I think he meant RNA.
They don't have the REV.
Al and Nelson are in somebody else's pocket.
That's significant take on.
The pocket is in someone's pocket. The owner of the pocket is in someone else's pocket.
Yes.
What did you do?
Who owes the mob? Who does the mob owe anything to?
I wish I could give a less fantastical sounding answer on this one. But Nine Lives has made a deal with someone. I've seen him die a couple times. You know, hence the name. One time, or every single time Al disappears after. And Nine Lives is back. I mean, it's how we got the name. I mean, we've all wondered if it's a body double or... I don't know how it's happening. But every single time, he goes to the Museum of Science, Industry, and Natural History, south of here.
They just outed us.
Do you know who this is?
No. I mean, that museum's been... Scavengers think it's haunted. Some pre-war security system. Big deal. Sentry bots, whole 9 yards. We've tried searching it a couple times. Lost at least 3 dozen men.
But Al gets in scot-free.
That's the idea. You don't know this. And I respect Nine Lives. If he is in someone else's pocket, I trust them too. Every decision he has made, I stand by. But I also really want to know who it is. So, it's rather fortuitous that you all came here during an eerie situation like this. Because I am not going to be sighted near that place. But you're just a bunch of scavengers, aren't you? Just doing company business. Trying to figure out what's going on with the weather. I'm sure there's some exhibit on clouds or something in there.
Do you have any information that could help us get through even remotely safely? You think Al would be willing to share that information?
No. He's tight-lips. And I will not condone any hostile action to anyone.
I didn't say I was gonna threaten Al. Not in much condition to threaten anyone anyways.
I can get you a few guns. Maybe some mods. Now that you all have leveled up since the last time as well.
He's not saying. You are all leveled up. Congratulations.
Level 9?
Right now? Oh.
Right now.
Wow.
Should we try and get that done during the break, or like?
Next session. We're
Okay.
probably not going to do any more combat this.
Please, let us heal ourselves before we have to do another combat.
I love how little work I had to do to level up. You guys had to
You
fight.
just left.
You're
I
curious
just had dinner
too,
with my
then.
parents.
Yeah.
Can we get some other supplies? Stims.
Sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's the big one.
All right. You give me a list of what you want. I'll get it.
Let me go ask the group.
All right. We didn't have this conversation.
What conversation?
Still got it.
All right. So, Jerry, this is the last thing you know what? Let's save this for after the break. We will see you all in a few.
Okay.
Bye.
Probably like 30 minutes, but we'll see.
30.
20?
20. Several?
We'll see.
Soon.
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 Yep.
Stay tuned.
See you in a bit. Okay, everyone, welcome back. We don't have much session left, but there's still some. Jerry, you're looking for working on the cure, right?
Yep.
All right. Where are you going for that? Who are you talking to?
He's going back to the lab boys.
Okay, so you're going back to Palmer House?
Yep.
All right.
And to try to avoid contaminating anybody else, he's going to... I mentioned earlier he's got like little medical masks that he carried.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to put one of those over his face.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense. So, is anyone else going with Jerry?
Did you what?
I got 0 medical knowledge, and I don't want to get
Cure the temporary virus.
I'll go with.
All right. At the door of Palmer House, you would be told by a mob guard, "Hey, you gotta ditch the power armor if you're going in here. You invited?"
I don't know.
We're
Then
here
that's
to,
a no then, okay?
We're
Have
here-
a nice day.
we're here to make the cure for the infection that Mr. Polignani has.
Think that's already being worked on. Who's asking?
Dr. Fletcher.
Oh, yeah. You can go in. Who's the power armor girl?
She's a companion of mine.
A companion. Okay, companion,
My
ditch the
bodyguard.
power armor.
She's my bodyguard.
Uh-huh. And you're not mob. Ditch the power armor.
I will ditch the power armor.
No, he does not get into it.
He better not. I'd get in such hot water. Why did you kill him? I didn't. He did. It's just how it is.
Don't worry, we'll keep it nice and safe. All right. You two enter Palmer House, and you would go up to the, I believe, 7th floor for the chemistry lab.
Mm-hmm.
Upon entering that, you would see the little antechamber with the PPE and all that. Margie, you're good. You don't need to wear any.
I'm already wearing some.
Jerry's gonna put some on.
You would also see, waiting there, Al. Now hold on. We're already working on the cure. But before this all went down, we made a deal.
Yes, we did.
You want the cure? Pay up for the original deal.
All right. And he's going to write down the formula for the REV. Or the procedure to get it.
Are you doing the actual one, or okay? Go ahead and roll a speech check. Charisma, speech. You've got your hat on, so you may re-roll one if you want to do that. I did roll a die, but I don't know what he rolled, so I'm going to spend an action point. Okay.
I'm going to reroll a second one using Smooth Talker.
3 successes from Al.
Okay. Just 2.
Looks about right. Bozeman! Hey, what's up? How'd the deal go? Heard you got infected with a nasty viro.
Didn't go well. I got infected with a nasty viro.
Yep. Well, that's all good, because I got the cure right here. I'm getting it first. You're the boss man. No, you're a Bozeman. Saw. And he's gonna just give the cure to Al. Okay. Did you write the formula down on a piece of paper?
Well, yeah, on a sizable piece of paper. It's
Okay.
complicated.
He would take that and give you the cure.
All right.
It is just an injection. I'll take one for Mr. Polignani. Yep. Wow, this is crazy stuff. I haven't slept in 2 days. And I've cured 2 viruses. Wow.
Yep.
Jet's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Keep on living.
All right, we're going back to the rest of the party.
Okay.
So
Wow, that
nobody
was a
stops
lot
us?
easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. And the recipe, the formula he did give them called for obtaining FEV first.
Okay. Wait. Hold on a minute. It says you need FEV, the super mutant stuff.
Yes, you have that, don't you?
No, we don't just have FEV lying around. Where did you get it?
The vault.
Your vault just had FEV.
Yes.
What? Is that true?
I think it was.
Okay.
That's where they developed it.
Yeah.
Well, not where they developed the FEV originally, but
Right.
they had samplings of it in that vault.
Whoa. We'll keep this away from the Brotherhood then. You don't think there's any remains of it left there, right?
I'm not sure. It's been years since I've been there.
Huh.
It was in 57.
Okay, up in Michigan. Well, pleasure doing business with you. Sorry things didn't go as well as planned.
You win some, you lose some.
Well, this debt is paid. And he would walk away. All right, and you said you're going back to the rest of the party?
Yep.
What are you guys doing?
Are there any mob people around?
Yes, you're
Like-
a powerhouse.
Okay. We need to leave.
Hold on. You guys could. I imagine you're going back to the pier.
Yeah, we're just trying to reconvene somewhere where there's not listening ears everywhere.
Yeah, you could just find a patch of ruins in the middle of Chicago to hunker down for a little powwow.
Did anyone else need the cure?
I don't think so.
Unless you
Alright.
have it, Frankie. Are you good? Or
I feel all right.
oh, if you start feeling bad.
Should
Is
I do
there a
an-
way to
should
check
I
if
do
you
a-
contracted it or not?
You would have had a cough by now if you
Okay.
had it, and you would be coughing blood.
Oh,
I do not.
Yep, and Jerry would be able to diagnose you on that.
Fast.
All right. They're going for the REV. They're going to need to obtain the FEV. I say we tell the Brotherhood and let the Brotherhood come and duke it out with the mob, cover our escape.
I think we can just leave, Doc. I don't think we have to escape the mob anymore.
Do we want them to get away with having the C-24? Fully functional C-24?
If we call the Brotherhood here, Doc, a lot of people are gonna die.
A lot of bad people on both sides.
But my brother's here, Doc.
Well, are you getting him out?
He doesn't want to leave.
Then perhaps he's made his choice.
I can't just let him die.
I'm not saying you let him die, but
Well, you want to tell him we called the Brotherhood on him?
after this is over, sure.
Jerry, I do not recommend that. I was being sarcastic. Besides, I think we have another, something to investigate.
What is it?
Making sure there are no prying ears around.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Everyone's listening.
Mm.
Everyone.
Yeah, weasel up to everyone.
Well, it's a
a
perception
different
check,
guy.
so I think we're okay if you'd had rolled a 20.
Well,
Well,
It's alright. That's 2 successes and a complication.
You do feel like you see a figure again, but upon closer look, it looks like it's a flippin' scarecrow. Yes,
Okay, purple
in a window, a purple skirt. Yeah.
how close is it?
This one's like 100 feet away in a window.
Ugh.
It's just standing still. It's T-posing in a window.
Weird.
Barnes told me about an old museum. He said he's seen Al go in there before.
And
And every time he goes in there, he comes back with Nelson, who he watched die.
so, is he carrying Nelson in there?
But Barnes didn't mention that, but I don't think so. He said
So
every
he's-
time he's seen Nelson, which apparently this is where he gets his name, he has died.
So he doesn't carry the body in anywhere to revive it.
I have no idea. I'm not watching Al do this. But he said Al goes there,
So are
and
there?
he comes back with Nelson.
So you're saying there are 9 owls somewhere?
No, there's, I don't know, have been 9 Nelsons, or at least a lot of them.
9 Nelsons?
But he said they've tried to investigate this place before, the mob. He said they've lost dozens of people inside. Sentry bots, security systems, the whole 9 yards. Some pre-war tech, security system, whatever. But Al gets in scot-free.
If Al was behind what happened at the meeting,
He
I-
knows what's up. And
He
I have
knows.
a feeling
what if that's a place where he meets whoever worked with him to take Radamanthus? Maybe that's where they have him.
Barnes did say that Nelson and Al are in someone else's pocket.
Nelson too?
But as the head of the mob, yeah.
That would make sense if
He's working with
whatever's
someone
happening.
who keeps bringing him back every time he dies.
Are we all here for this conversation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone with Julian.
I'm with the people that
So-
help bring him back when he dies.
And if he knows who took Pete, this is just a hunch, but if it's the same people who are bringing back Nelson who took Pete, I imagine that's where he meets them.
If it's some kind of chemical process they're doing to bring him back, it makes sense why they wanted to kidnap Radamanthus. As far as we know,
They don't have any problems doing it right now. I don't know why they need Radamanthus, but
I don't know. It would make sense though for them to want someone with those skills. I don't know what for. But we also know that Radamanthus is most likely alive. If they were going to kill him, then they wouldn't have taken him with them.
no, they probably would have just shot him.
Yes. So he's alive. And the
Someone wants him.
museum is our only lead of where someone may want him. Maybe he's there, maybe the people who have him are there. I don't know.
There's something to be found at least.
How do
And
we,
I don't think my brother's luring me into a trap either.
how do we get in?
I don't know, the front door. I imagine we're gonna have to be really careful.
You said the mob has investigated this place
Many times.
and they've never found anything.
They've all died. Barnes said people in the area think it's haunted or something.
Well, we know that's not true, so
But no one but Al has come out. Al and Nelson.
What do you two think?
Nelson's a ghost, for sure.
can we
Okay,
Cool.
but like actually, I have no idea.
is there a back door that we can use?
It's a museum. I imagine they probably have some like employee entrance.
We would need to wait for at least for Pip and Jules to get back if there's a security system, because we're not going to probably be able to take down. If it's taken out, if it's caused problems for the mob, then we're going to need advantages.
How
All
long?
of them.
Where did
Maybe-
Jules go?
Maybe Nelson's like a robot, you know, like a synth or something, or like Pip, but like alive.
Maybe.
Just went with her mom.
Did she say when she would be back?
You said something.
She said something about
She
like an
said-
hour or something, didn't
No,
she?
she said if I'm not back in a couple of days.
Wait.
then-
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
We don't.
Okay.
We might not have days.
We don't need Radamanthus. There, I said. Who cares? I don't. I'm gonna go talk to. Just look very upset, and I just cross my arms.
Was there any other purpose for going to that museum?
I mean, Bond said he was curious about the whole Nelson Pocket situation, but he's not going to act against Nelson.
Hey guys.
He's curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Courtland. And
Oh, thank gosh.
He did come behind you
Oh.
guys.
I like do like the little like small punch, like just because I'm freaked out, but not actually like hurt him. Just
Oh, I'm sorry. That was poorly timed. It just sounds like our two options are waiting for Julian to get out or going to this museum. It has been on my bucket list for quite some time, I'll be honest.
Cortland, how
What-
are you
what
with
music?
computers?
Sufficient.
how's
I've been.
how's hallucination boy, the guy that she leans very close to
Puppet
everyone.
guy.
Says
Oh.
the one guy that so and so likes.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Where
what?
is?
Oh, I thought he
Nico-
was the puppet
Nico-
guy. I was
Where did
like,
Nico go?
what?
Where's
Oh.
Nico?
Courtland.
Oh, Nico.
Wait, no, that's me.
Where is that?
No, it's Nico,
Is he
not
back at the
Cortland.
train station?
Nico is at Union Station right now, still
okay.
recovering.
He would know
Okay.
something about.
What museum
See
is
how
it?
long he needs.
It's the Museum of
Science, industry, and natural history.
I mean, don't,
Maybe there'd
don't
be-
that Nico fella do like some fancy computer stuff? I wonder if he might know how they're bringing this Nelson fella back. You know,
Between-
like
between-
he could be a robot.
Between Courtland and I've been trying to watch Jules and learn as much as I can the
Yeah.
past few weeks.
Do you think there's possible to make him like a robot or something?
I don't know.
And then he like dies,
Yeah.
but then they just go like rebuild
Very
another
I think
one.
that-
robot.
I think that would be really improbable. Like they'd have to get like some way. To,
I mean,
like,
someone
skin
dying
him.
and coming back
Nobody
and
except
not.
Julian knows what synths are. And Julian wants to forget what they are.
He's not a.
Oh, synths are not like common knowledge.
No,
I've shaken.
not here.
I mean,
I've shaken his hand.
I can
before.
see-
Well, robots.
I can see the idea of people thinking like, "Oh, it's a robot," but then I can see some people being like, "Nah."
I mean,
I shook
Tabs
his
is thinking
hand.
like, well, Pip is like alive but inside a Pip Boy. So like, what if you took him out of the Pip Boy? You know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I shook his hand and he didn't seem like a robot.
Did you really squeeze it? Sorry, this is not a good question.
Maybe we could take a magnet and like.
Can you
put his face
tell?
with it.
I think at this point we should just go investigate the museum. Between Courtland and I think we might be able to override any mild security systems they have.
Well, hold on. What exactly is the status of looking into the weather? I mean,
you know, we've told Courtland everything, right? Because he's like part of our group, but he
what
keeps
if what have you
vanishing.
told the rest of the party about the Enclave? Was it only Margie that was present for that conversation?
Margie and Pix were there for that, and maybe Courtland. And I think she would have told Nico in very vague terms that she's going to the Enclave to learn more about, or she's going to see her family to learn more about the weather situation.
Well, I mean, given that Julian, her family is in the Enclave and she's disappeared with her family for a couple days, we could try and look for them.
How would we do
Enclave
that?
has a chapter here after all.
I'm sorry. Who's the Enclave?
I don't know if I know who they are either.
Not fun people. Pre-war government remnant. They've done a couple kooky things in.
They have a
recent
chapter
years.
here, you said?
Yeah, that they do.
Where?
Bit of a rumor. Oh, I have no idea. Brotherhood might know. Maybe. No, they'd want to know.
Maybe there'd be information at the museum. It's a museum of science.
Well, an Enclave was like a secret cabal behind all the government. So they probably wouldn't be advertising that in a museum.
Hmm.
But we could. The mob might know where they are.
Do we want to work with the mob, though, until we know who they work for?
I don't think the mob would just tell a bunch of outsiders that they are or are not working with someone else.
Yeah.
Barnes said Al is pretty tight-lipped about the whole museum.
If they're tight-lipped about the museum, if we find information in there that could give us some leverage to either work against the mob or give us a little bit more wisdom and insight into what we do before we make any rash decisions.
I mean, if the mob asks why we're poking around the museum, we could always just say we're scavenging.
That's right. There's
Or
plenty of valuable
is
stuff there.
Is there anything pertaining to the weather there?
Most likely.
Well then,
I bet they have a decent radar system.
I'm a
or
scavenger
something.
by trade.
well,
I
we
could
can
talk
do
with the
investigation
Vincent
there.
Tom.
We can do investigation there on the weather. See what else we find while we're there. If anybody asks, we're simply investigating the weather.
Or we could say we're scavenging. Hey, here. There's a T-Rex there.
What's that?
It's a dinosaur. It's a giant reptile.
Like a
the
death
ages
claw?
of-
A big one lizard?
How are we gonna
Yes.
kill that thing?
Like an old. Oh no! Just the bones. Skeleton of a T-Rex.
Well, I was thinking like
It's
Death Claw times 2.
about 4 times the size of a death claw. Oh, and they lived on this earth.
Wow.
Well, I'll show you about
Well,
it.
I guess.
I've always wanted to do museum tours.
We need to be careful, though.
You think I can scavenge
Maybe
one
we
of its
don't-
teeth out of
We
its
need
skull?
to be careful.
And maybe we don't even have to go.
Should we get
All the way
Nicodemus
in.
first?
We
like-
probably
Probably talk.
at least
Can-
let him know what we're doing.
Can your brother give us any supplies?
Yes, he said he could offer us weapons, supplies, chems.
All right.
If anyone
Maybe what
need
we can get.
Could use another gun.
I don't know.
Does
I
he
might
have a
need
grenade
ammo.
launcher?
Let me see how much ammo I have left.
The mob has access to practically every firearm you could possibly fathom.
Probably.
I could use some more
I could use one
shotgun
of
and
those.
rifle ammo. Doesn't help to have.
They
plenty.
definitely have that.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the shopping list.
All right. So it sounds like all we have to take care of right now is logistics.
Well, I also need to. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this. I need to talk to electronics.
Tommy Victronics.
Yeah.
Wait, is he still with us?
No,
Oh, sorry, he left.
he parted ways after you guys went back to Treasureton.
I like to forget
So
this.
we will go ahead and stop with this group. I've got one mini scene, like a minute, for Julian. We can work on. You can text me what you guys want in the chat,
I may ask.
and I can tell you whether you can get that or not. I need to make a shopping sub channel in Cool Front, but
Great idea.
You should put that in the show.
Julian,
Clone.
just a few minutes after your mother left to go interrogate Pete, you would hear on the door. It is a doorbell.
They've got doorbells.
They do, yeah.
Love this place.
I wonder who it could be. Says Nick.
Dad?
No, I really don't know who it is. I'm just being fun.
All right.
The door opens, and you would see Barry. Julian Ortega?
You know me, Barry. Yeah.
I know, I just have to be official.
All right.
The president has requested to see you. And we will end on that note. All right, thank you for joining us. We will see you all not next week. We are off for the 4th of July.
2 weeks.
So, in 2 weeks. Enjoy your 4th of July. God bless America, I guess, in the words of Liberty Prime or
Meeting
something.
the president is a great place to end for the 4th of
That's
July.
right, exactly. Yes, sir, Mrs. President. Wait, I said sir. Okay, goodbye.
Heck yeah.